gradsoflife.org to learn more. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
I was 11 years old at my first national championships. I fell I don't know how many times.
Michelle Kwan is the most decorated figure skater in U.S. history.
But I had a dream. My dream came true because I dedicated myself.
Dedication made Michelle Kwan a champion.
I was passionate about something, and I made sure that I worked hard for it.
And dedication can make your dreams a reality.
Whatever your dream and goals are, they can come true.
Dedication. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
You know, there's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. We'll treat you with the respect that you deserve, and we pay too much for good cars. Show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
It's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boom!
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that creating a realistic budget is one of the first steps out of the foreclosure process? I'm John Hope Bryant, the founder and CEO of Operation Hope. Let one of our HUD-certified counselors walk you through the process of helping you save your home. For 20 years and 2 million customers and clients, we've helped people help themselves. Go to our Mortgage Hope Crisis Hotline, online at operationhope.org, or call one of our counselors at 888-388-HOPE. That's 888-388-4673.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
The mortgage crisis may not have the attention it had before, but many people are still dealing with this every day. I'm the founder of Operation Hope. My name is John Hope Bryant. Losing your home is unthinkable. Let Operation Hope offer HUD-certified foreclosure prevention professionals to help you negotiate with your lender, apply for a loan modification, or take other steps to avoid foreclosure. Call Operation Hope on our 24-hour-a-day hotline at 888-388-HOPE. That's 888-388-4673. Did you know that creating a realistic budget is one of the first steps out of the foreclosure process? I'm John Hope Bryant, the founder and CEO of Operation Hope. Let one of our HUD-certified counselors walk you through the process of helping you save your home. For 20 years and 2 million customers and clients, we've helped people help themselves. Go to our Mortgage Hope Crisis Hotline, online at operationhope.org, or call one of our counselors at 888-388-HOPE. That's 888-388-4673.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio. This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. We're not seeing any serious slowdowns on our Palm Beach County expressways right now. But in Green Acres, watch for a surface street wreck on Jog Road, south of Lake Worth Road. Also, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue is responding to an accident on 10th Avenue North, east of Davis Road. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast.
This is Ben Ferguson. And this is Ted Cruz. Together we do our podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, 3 times a week. Want to know what's going on behind closed doors in the Senate, the White House, the courts?
If you do, download Verdict with Ted Cruz on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at realradio921.com. That's BILLS. Enter it now at realradio921.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Hello and welcome.
Well, good morning.
Today is special because it is National Black Cat Day.
These dark creatures of the night.
Black cat. A black cat.
Captivate our imaginations around Halloween time.
A black cat went past us.
What appears to be a black cat.
Your black cat is crossing my path, and he is one hep black cat.
Let's get this show started.
It's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for 2.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for that big Halloween weekend that's coming at you with a lot of parties and big events. Trick or treat, baby. You decide. Is it a trick or is it a treat? We got tickets for you today at Rapids Water Park at 11:45. Just heard our boy Rover. You got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day. 13 times a day you can win $1,000. That is awesome. Got Tom playing tonight, Thursday Night Football. Everybody would be interested in that. And a lot more of this and that. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, and good morning to you.
And it is Halloween weekend. There were some parties last night. There was a party at Strikes. There's going to be parties tonight. All weekend there's going to be parties, especially at Monroe. So I know it's good for business, good for restaurants, and when Halloween's on a Monday night. And let us know if you guys got anything planned or if you got your costume picked. I was trying to get an Elvis costume, but I did not achieve my goal. I did not get it, but I did find out some places that have it, which is good.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see.
So do you have any other parties to attend where you would need to dress up?
The only thing is maybe one Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. But it's, I don't know if I'm definitely going to go. I'm excited for the Gator game against Georgia. That I'm going to watch. 3:30.
Yeah.
And I think Georgia will probably beat them by maybe 30.
I'm kind of representing. I'm a little bit today.
I know, I saw it.
Just a little bit. I may have G's all over me. That sounds weird.
Boy. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Should I
Don't save that. Don't save that. He's going to play that later. So what do you guys think? Because I don't have any little kids, and you guys don't have any little kids under your roof right now. Mm-hmm. Are they going to be trick-or-treating this weekend, or do they plan on doing it Monday? Like, have you heard anything?
As far as I know, it's Halloween. That's one of those holidays that you trick-or-treat on the holiday. So,
okay.
And the holiday is Monday, so it would be Monday.
Because I asked my girlfriend what she was up to, and she said she was taking her kids out trick-or-treating, and I was like, I didn't know that that was a thing that people had been discussing.
Really?
Yeah. So she was taking him Saturday. So maybe both days.
I don't know. Well, craziness. I don't know if I want to knock anybody's door on a Saturday night.
Yeah, right.
I believe what Jimmy says. You go on the night of Halloween.
I don't think people are prepared for it.
Yeah, that's
having
what we're
candy
planning
and everything. You know, that type of thing. I mean,
we were planning to sit out Monday night and wait for the kids to come by, and we weren't expecting Saturday. But I'm like, well, now should we be prepared for Saturday? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe if there's like events going on,
in the neighborhood,
like a church or something has a neighborhood event going on, they might do something a little local. That I could see.
And they do the really cute the trunk or treats.
Right.
They do those at churches.
Yeah, that's cool.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're cool.
But if you know better than we do, and you have kids, and you guys are like, yeah, we're going out Saturday, let us know. I wasn't sure if it was a thing, but when I heard that from my girlfriend yesterday, I was like, oh, should I be ready for Saturday? I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Then you're double dipping in a way because you're going out Saturday
night.
If
I was a kid, I totally would.
This is true.
I'm like, we're doing Saturday and Sunday.
Come on, Ma, it's a trend.
Right?
We're gonna make it a trendy.
Yeah.
We're going out Saturday.
Put it on TikTok.
We're going out Saturday and we're going out Sunday and Monday.
Yep.
3 nights in a row. It is the Penthouse. We got a lot of Halloween stuff coming at you today and tomorrow in the Penthouse. Don't forget 11:45, your chance to go to Rapids, and a lot more in the Penthouse when we come back on a Thursday. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
What would you do if you weren't doing this?
I could be a movie critic. I'm great at during football games commentary.
Why don't you contact your old high school and do high school games?
Oh,
why not?
That'd be great. And they pay well too with that, right? You get a free hot dog after every game.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
At Healthy Cell, they believe in power of human potential. To reach your potential, you need to be healthy. That's why they developed an ultra-absorption dietetic supplements and a gel you swallow for a variety of health benefits like boosting brain power, supporting sleep, and boosting your immune system. Healthy Cell is perfect for people who struggle swallowing pills and for those who demand real results. Go to HealthyCell.com and use limited time code RADIO for 20% off your first order. Risk-free, love it, or your money back guaranteed. HealthyCell.com, code RADIO.
13 days of Halloween Devil's Night.
Do not leave your house. Do not answer the door. If you hear a bump in the night, do not go investigate.
Season 3 of the horror fiction podcast presented in immersive 3D audio.
Oh my God, he's gonna get left behind. He's gonna spend the night out here.
Starring Carter Rockwood.
Are you kidding me? You know what night it is?
And Clancy Brown.
There are things in the night that would love to get their bony hands on a boy like you.
Listen to 13 Days of Halloween on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Football is back. Come on out to the Vero Bowl this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on Detroit. Great food and drink specials, including 225 Miller Lite drafts during all live pro games, Real Radio swag, and a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Fins game. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. Vero Bowl Lanes and Lounge, 929 14th Street in Vero Beach. See you there.
It's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boo!
Did you know that before he wrote and directed the cinematic classic King Kong, Marion Cooper was flying planes over Germany during World War I? Well, catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
This week, I paid a visit to my favorite place because I know when I leave, I'm going to be all set up to feeling and looking fabulous. Hey, this is Franny, and that place is Begin a New Med Spa. It was that time to get Botox from the best in the biz. Nicole, one of their nurse practitioners, her technique and the results I get from her are flawless. I'm telling you, you are in incredible hands. And it was time for me to re-up on my peptides. These peptides are magic. With healthy eating and working out, I was getting good results, but putting peptides into my regimen made my results great. I feel so much stronger, I have more muscle definition, and my body has noticeably leaned out. If you want to look and feel your best at any age, just like I do, go to beginanewmed.com. Not only can you check out all of their services, like testosterone replacement therapy, IV therapy, ED treatments, and all their weight loss programs, just to name a few, but that's where you can book your consultation today. That's beginanewmed.com, beginanewmed.com.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to
A recent study has shown that the perfect time to make love is just shortly after 10 in the morning. Mainly due because the Penthouse is on and you can listen to Greek's sexy voice in the background. Oh, yay!
Oh, God. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Love those surveys. Oh, my God. Anything I can do to help people, I'm here. It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, and we're getting ready for Halloween weekend. Peekaboo. Jimmy, good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning to you.
And if you guys got any Halloween stats or anything you want to throw in the next couple of days at us about Halloween, let us know. And obviously, we'll be here Monday, too. Big game tonight on Thursday night.
I thought it was a holiday.
Halloween's a holiday, right? Yeah, it is.
That was pretty obvious. You never know. Tom Brady tonight on Amazon with Lamar Jackson. It should be the best Thursday night game they've had in a long time. But a lot of people are thinking the Ravens are going to smash them.
Really?
Yeah. But you never know. This could be one of those games.
I guess you never know. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of Halloween talk the next few days. And this was on the Today Show, and they were talking about the one thing you should never say to a trick-or-treater. This is Halloween etiquette for grown-ups and kids this Halloween. And
We're
I
out of
didn't
candy?
realize there was never say that. You'll get your house egged. So they said you shouldn't when you're greeting trick-or-treaters, if your child doesn't understand someone's look, there's a sensitive way to ask.
Okay.
And you should let them know that. Don't say, "What are you?" or the dreaded, "So what are you supposed to be?" Because people can get offended if you say that. You say, "Tell me about your costume." And kids aren't going to remember this, but instead of asking, "What are you?" And so this is a psychologist who said it. She's like, kids get offended if somebody doesn't understand who they are. So you got to be polite about it. But kids are brutal.
Let them get offended. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they said,
Everybody gets offended. When I was a kid, I remember people used to always ask, "What are you?"
"What are you?"
Didn't affect me.
I know. It never affected me either. But these days,
wow,
we're a little sensitive.
So I have to say, if I see somebody, so tell me about your costume is the correct thing to say.
Yeah. So tell me about your costume. Where'd you buy it? Who'd you make it? Who made it? But so when I was a kid, my mom made all of our costumes until I got a little bit older. And then I was like, God, can I please buy my costumes? So they were so bogus. And she was a good seamstress, don't get me wrong. But
I'm sure she was great.
But
She's great at everything.
she is. But there was always something off, right?
Yeah.
If it was supposed to be a certain character or whatever, there was always something off about it. And so I got that all the time. Like I was just like the half-assed version of something.
Half-assed version.
I was.
I'm supposed to be Wonder Woman, but it's not. I don't have a W. That's crazy things you remember. I don't know. Do you remember any of your Halloween costumes when you were a kid?
Just the one I've talked about with the Richard Nixon mask. And then, I did the typical where I was a football player. So, it was just, but, generic pads and stuff like that. I did a nurse one year.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, that sounds adorable.
But old school, remember the old white hat with the black stripe on the front? That type of nurse.
Like, did you have a dress on too? Or?
Oh, yeah.
As a kid?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember how old I was. I have to look that one up. And I might have found the other one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We got to bust
The
out.
one.
We got to bust out some old school Halloween costumes.
Yeah. I found the one.
Yeah?
Where I dressed up as a woman at the firehouse party.
Oh, wow.
I found it.
I can't wait to see it.
Might post that on Monday for Halloween itself.
That would be great.
I also on our Instagram today, if you go to Real Radio 921 on our Instagram page there, you'll see I put up a Throwback Thursday picture and a couple of videos up there you guys can watch too.
Oh,
So check us out on there. And if you follow us, we'll follow you right back. It's a little promise that we have here on the Penthouse.
Imagine if you said that to a kid and the kid gave you a wise ass answer. So tell me about your costume. Get a job, Bo.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a businessman.
Right?
I'm going to buy your father.
I'm a TikTok influencer. I'm making millions.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, have you heard of this? Well, I know that there's certain pumpkin colors. Like, I think the blue one is maybe for kids who have like Asperger's and stuff like that. And then I know that there's also a teal pumpkin, which is for kids who have food allergies. Have you seen that? There's different colored pumpkins.
The blue one. Yeah, the blue one's the only one I've heard of.
Yeah.
Is it that or autism?
Oh, maybe you know what? It may be autism, but I know they all kind of fall under the same spectrum.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are correct. And then there is a teal pumpkin now that means the kid has food allergies.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I wonder how many people know that.
I'm sure a lot of people
And
don't
or
know.
probably don't pay attention, right?
First I've heard of it.
Yeah.
For a food allergy. Because I saw another thing too in this quote unquote, I don't know if it's the etiquette that you have, but I've seen it too in the past where, you got to be careful. You don't give kids, anything with peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's, mom and dad's job to go through their kids' candy
exactly.
and say, well, you can't have that because you have a food allergy.
Snickers are popular for Halloween. They really are. And I mean, there's Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I was going to say anything with peanut butter. How many candies have peanut butter in them or peanuts themselves?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that obviously as a child, if you're, you got to learn that, and mom and dad should be doing that too.
Yeah, and maybe if that's the case too, when you're like you said, if you go home, they should go through your candy, or if the food allergy is that bad, maybe the parents should be with you while you're trick or treating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom came with me until I was like, I don't know, 17.
Oh, I was going to say till last year.
Dropped me off. I walked
Oh, come
out.
on. She still goes. You know it. She's driving like a half a block behind in a Cadillac.
Oh, my God, old school. Beeping the horn.
Remember those days?
Oh, yeah. Did she say thank you? I'm like, come on, Mom.
My mom never went with me. I think
No?
every now and then, well, when I was
No,
really
little.
little, but probably 7, 8, 9, 10. I was always with my group of friends because just back in the day, you could. These days, not anymore.
No. You probably lived in a very safe environment, too, in a safe neighborhood. I mean, if the neighborhood's not great, then moms maybe want to come, stuff like that. They worry about their kids. Depends where they are. It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. We're going to come back with This Day in History and a trifecta, and we'll talk about a big interview. And looks like Springsteen's going to be interviewed by a pretty big guy in the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving. Yeah, it might be fall, and some people are all about pumpkin spice and dead leaves. But we know all you care about is football season.
That's why Real Radio wants to hook you up with $1,000 in Red Zone revenue.
Go to an away game, buy some new jerseys, or gamble it all away.
I like this kind of party!
We don't care what you do with it.
We've got 13 shots per day to score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Coming up at 5 past the hour. Listen for the keyword, then enter it at realradio921.com, and you could score $1,000.
Score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Good luck from Real Radio.
Brought to you by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry and amazing weekly specials, why wouldn't you? Now with 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Good morning. I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Arenberg. Starting your day with sunny to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures warm through the 70s this morning to afternoon highs in the mid-80s. Skies clear to partly cloudy tonight, with lows ranging from about 70 at the coast to the mid-60s inland. More sunshine for your Friday with a high of 85.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
It takes several sources of energy to bring you energy. There's natural gas, nuclear, solar, and another source that's, well, pretty darn special. Florida Power and Light.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
To me, the most important word in the world is dignity. There are certain God-given rights to be fed, to have shelter, medicine, and clothing. When many of our clients come to us, they face the great risk of losing much of what they have. In some cases, losing everything. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In one instant, an accident, a natural disaster, or the intentional acts of others can threaten our dignity. Whether it's the loss of a paycheck, paying medical bills, enduring a life of pain and suffering, or a claim with your own insurance company, or a business dispute and you can't afford to pay a lawyer by the hour, your dignity hangs in the balance. You only pay us if we recover for you. Let my firm fight for you, your family, and your dignity. Call us for a free consultation. Dial #law on your cell phone. That's #529. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
People don't understand how I do what I do. It's simple. I've got 50 guys in a room bidding all these cars that come in to GiveMeTheVin.com. We pay extra for the nice ones, and we put the bad ones on the money. There is a difference between a good one and a bad one, but they're all worth something. Look at the reviews online. Look at what people have had to say about GiveMeTheVin.com. It's real. It's here. We're the Amazon now of car buyers, and we want to buy yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and autopay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. Traffic's looking pretty good in Palm Beach County right now. It's a speed limit ride throughout the area. The Turnpike and 95, both moving at a good pace. No accidents or delays to report on our expressways. But in Green Acres, do watch for a wreck on Jog Road, south of Lake Worth Road. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. As the leaves change, leave the hiring to Indeed. Their
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, you got 13 chances a day to win $1,000 in that red zone, baby. Who doesn't want $1,000? Maybe buy a turkey. Maybe you get tickets for a Dolphin game. Or maybe you could just spend it on you and somebody special in your life. So you get 13 chances a day. Don't miss it. And then at 11:45, you got a chance to get tickets for Rapids Water Park. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Miss Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And now it's time for this day in history and trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Miami Heat were in Portland last night. They did pick up a victory, 118-98, and it was a trifecta. Bam dropped in 18, Lowry and Butler dropped in 17, and the Heat picked up their second victory in this young season. They were 2-3 so far. We'll see what happens with the Heaters, but, winning the game on the road is always a good thing. And hopefully they can put together a decent season and get back into the playoffs. Yankees did announce yesterday to a lot of people who really are not happy about this, Aaron Boone is coming back. Hal Steinbrenner said that he's bringing him back. And also the big thing on the docket for the Yankees is, will Mr. Judge be signed? And don't forget, Judge was booed during the playoffs. And a lot of people are saying that Judge should tell the Yankees.
How dare you?
That's right. Yankees in their fan. Yankees.
No, that's me saying, how dare you boo Aaron Judge?
And a lot of people are feeling that way. A lot of people are saying, you know what, Judge should tell the Yankees to screw. But it wasn't the Yankees who booed him. Obviously, it was their fans. I hope it works out, and I hope they do sign him. And Will Smith showed up at the Lakers facility to talk to them about, when things are rough, that you hang in there. And the Lakers lost again last night after the speech by Will on Wednesday, which is great. They got beat by Denver. They are the worst shooting three-pointing team in the NBA. They're shooting about 22%. And when you don't shoot good from threes in today's NBA, that's not a good sign. But so far, they are 0-4 with a lot of drama.
The Lakers got beat.
Yes. And that is your first trifecta of the day. Now it's this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to go back to 164 years ago today in 1858. After failing 7 times in previous business ventures, Roland H. Macy opened Macy's department store in New York City. He sold $11.06 worth of merchandise on his first day of business. Macy's went on to have the highest sales volume of any department store in the world. Speaking of New York, 118 years ago today, in 1904, the New York City Mayor George McClellan takes the controls of the inaugural run of the city's innovative new rapid transit system, the subway. While London boasts the world's oldest underground train network, opened in 1863, and Boston built the first subway in the United States in 1897, the New York City subway soon became the largest American system. The first line, operated by the Interborough Rapid Transit Company, IRT, traveled 9.1 miles through 28 stations, running from City Hall in Lower Manhattan to Grand Central Terminal in Midtown. How about that, huh? 84 years ago today, 1938, DuPont announced the name for its new synthetic yarn. Nylon.
Nylon was...
Nylon.
Oh, interesting.
61 years ago today, in 1961, the first Saturn rocket was successfully launched, and years later, the Saturn V was the launch vehicle used in the Apollo moon landing flights. 60 years ago today, in 1962, complicated and tension-filled negotiations between the United States and the Soviet Union finally result in a plan to end the 2-week-old Cuban Missile Crisis, a frightening period in which nuclear holocaust seemed imminent, began to come to an end. Thankfully, huh? 58 years ago today, in 1964, Sonny Bono married Cher. It was in Tijuana, Mexico.
I got you, babe.
More on Cher in a minute. 49 years ago today, 1973, the voice of Ed, cowboy actor Alan Rocky Lane, died. Mr. Ed, yep.
Hello, I'm Mr. Ed.
Right there. Passed away at the age of 69. 49 years ago today, 1973, Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips hit #1 on the pop singles chart. 47 years ago today, 1975, we heard about him, we'll hear some more about him here in a minute. Bruce Springsteen got a huge career boost from being featured on the covers of both Time and Newsweek magazines. Ironically, both magazines used his picture to illustrate the power of the media to create a star. 40 years ago today, 1982, China announces its population had reached 1 billion plus people. Back to Cher. 30 years ago today, 1992, Cher sued the rich seaside city of Malibu, California, after she was denied in her application to build a new home on a bluff overlooking the beach. 18 years ago today, in 2004, the Boston Red Sox won their first World Series 86 years. And finally, 8 years ago today, in 2014, Taylor Swift released her 5th album, 1989, featuring Shake It Off, Bad Blood, and Blank Space. And that's what happened on this wonderful day, October 27th, in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. We do it once a show just to reflect back on the day that we're currently in.
So a day that people may have been like, oh my goodness, was yesterday. And I just want to let people know that sometimes it's fake news. Did you guys? And I got alert on my TMZ because I get alerts on my phone just to see what's going on. And I got a notification saying that Jerry Lee Lewis had passed away.
I saw that. Yeah. That was fake.
He is not dead.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I guess somebody claimed that he had passed away, and that turned out not to be the case. So TMZ says they regret the error for putting that out. And of course, they came out to say he is not dead as we previously reported. So if you have not been updated and you got that like everybody else and saw that, Jerry Lee Lewis, the rock and roll legend, is still alive and living in Memphis.
Memphis, yeah. That's what they said.
Yep.
And I mean, mistakes happen. I mean,
but can you imagine, like, you're looking at the news, you're like, I'm dead? When did this happen?
That comes. I mean, somebody's just playing a hoax and has enough followers to get people to believe it. Is that how that happened?
They called, I guess, TMZ because they were the first to report it, and so that's why they're coming out to apologize. And you would think something like that
they would double check.
They would double check,
triple check before they put. Yeah, you would think that they would do it, especially because they're so reputable and people believe them.
And I hate to say it, TMZ is probably the most reputable news source that we have right now.
So his representatives were like, nope, he's still alive. But you know that happened not that long ago. I can't remember who it was. They reported it was a female. Oh man, who was it that had passed? And then she ended up passing like the next day.
Oh.
This was recently.
Oh man, who was that?
This was do you know what I'm talking
about?
about?
Betty White, was it?
I don't think it was Betty.
I don't think it was Betty White.
I can't remember.
But this was like within the past year. I remember this. So hopefully that's not the case with Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, how many times was Morgan Freeman died?
Right. I know. But yes, he's alive. So if everybody was like, what? He's 87 years old and he has not died.
All right.
Yeah.
So hopefully he has another 10, 20 years in him. Jerry Lee, I hope you stay healthy and you continue living on. And I'm sure, like you said, more for his family and friends if they saw that.
Imagine reading that.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine reading like in a tabloid like that somebody you know passed away. It's like, oh no, I had no idea they were even sick.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I know. That would really suck. This at 47142, we were talking about, I wasn't quite sure if people did trick-or-treating on Saturday because it was on a Monday. Well, my girlfriend who was telling me that she's taking her kids, she lives in the Jupiter Farms area. So we got a couple texts saying sometimes places have their own trick-or-treating on the weekend before. I know 2 roads in Jupiter Farms that actually have huge parties. They thing with like all neighbors. They go in their 4x4s and their side-by-sides doing trick-or-treating the weekend before Halloween. Somebody else said the same thing. They said, Penthouse, hey, y'all heard you discussing trick-or-treating. I live in Jupiter Farms, and they're having their yearly event, Trick-or-Treat Saturday night. Then we're taking kids to a friend's neighborhood on Monday. So, yeah, these kids in Jupiter Farms get 2 Halloweens.
Nice.
Right? They said it's fun for the kiddos, not bad for the parents either. Money's on the dresser, just so you know. So I guess it's just this specific area. And it sounds fun. Take the kids on their 4x4s and side-by-sides and just go down farms. And people listening right now are like, oh, I'm going to take my kids to Jupiter Farms on Saturday.
Can I just take them? Get some more candy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big influx.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure that happens all over the place. See, something like that I can see.
Yeah. And then somebody else goes, a little advice, don't go. It's a nightmare. So it's probably PAX is what I'm assuming.
Well, will be now.
And then we have...
Don't go. It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. And then we have somebody saying, I'm answering the door on Halloween dressed as Greek. I'm wearing Ferragamos, smelling a Portofino, and instead of candy, I'm handing out 8x10 colored headshots. So it's a great idea.
Right.
It's a great idea. Take pictures, please, and send them to Jimmy@realradio921.com. And then this wasn't who I was talking about, but I guess a few years ago, TMZ also said that Tom Petty died, then retracted it the next day. He died.
Oh,
so I guess this happened.
Tom Petty's
but this happened recently.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, there was another one, and I believe it was female, but I guess they did it with Tom Petty. Oh, Anne Heche. Thank you. I believe it was Anne Heche. I have 2 people who just texted in Anne Heche.
All right, well, thank you.
They reported that she had passed away, and then she didn't until like the next day.
Okay, I don't remember that. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So obviously, if they're reporting that is bad luck. Hopefully, nothing happens to Jerry Lee Lewis.
Right?
Really?
I mean, if it
It
happens
wasn't
twice,
me. It was TMZ.
Yeah.
It's like the old love doctor's curse.
Yeah.
You know, they'd bring up a celebrity about a celebrity passing away, and within a week or so, they did.
Yeah, that's definitely not good. Howard Stern's going back into his studio in New York on Monday. First time in like 2 years. He's done everything from his house, but he's got Springsteen going in for a big interview. And the boss doesn't sit down with a lot of people. Obviously, he must have a connection with Howard. But that'll be pretty interesting to hear Springsteen and Howard not going into the building for 2 years. That's a long time. And some people are still not at work. I know that throughout the country in different industries and different places.
I think a lot of people have found that they are able and capable of doing the same thing from their home studio.
Mhm.
And some people probably have nicer studios than they would actually going into work, the way people have set things up these days.
That's why I'm surprised that Springsteen isn't just going to his home studio.
Yeah. Well, Springsteen, I think he lives in like Freehold, Jersey.
So it's a location. Maybe that's why. So
maybe it's closer to the city than to Hamptons.
A neutral studio that they can go to.
Who knows? I mean, with their money, he could take a private, helicopter.
Of
or something.
course.
Yeah,
Because Howard Stern's home and where he's been broadcasting is in the Hamptons.
Yes.
And I guess Stern said on Sirius XM, he said that Springsteen persuaded him to interview him in person and said, if I was going to get COVID, I wouldn't mind getting it from Bruce, is what he said.
Oh, that's right. Stern's a big, he's really scared of
Yes.
COVID. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I guess it was Springsteen was like, come on, let's get you back in the studio.
Yeah,
Let's do this interview, according to him.
Yeah, they said he also, an article I read a while ago, he hasn't gone out.
Yeah,
like 2 years.
we just talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
It's the first time he'd gone
went to
out
a restaurant.
in years.
Yeah, 2 years. Did not go out.
I guess Springsteen is set to bring his guitar, and they said a piano will be accessible too.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah,
that'd be
it's
cool.
a little show and an interview.
Yeah. You got to do a lot to get Howard to come back in.
I guess you got to be Bruce Springsteen to get him to come back in.
Watch Stern will walk in like a hazmat suit or something.
I'll write the questions down. I'm not going to ask them to you. Everybody has a different approach to everything in life. Yeah, he hasn't been there in a long, long time. 877-927-6969. What celebrity would you like to interview? If you could interview anybody, or if somebody could interview you. That's a question a lot of people always ask. Who would you like to sit down with? I saw something the other day with George Clooney. He's a big prankster. And I guess somehow, it was Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel got him stationery from the White House, he said, when Clinton was in office. And Clooney used to write to certain actors, like on the letterhead, I really liked your film, and you're, huge star, big fan, and President Bill Clinton. So he said the other day on Jimmy Kimmel, he goes, if I ever sent you that letter, take it down. He goes, because I'm sure people framed it and put it in their office. He goes, it was all fake. I didn't do it, which is George Clooney being George Clooney. Just a guy who likes to prank people and bust people's chops. Imagine if you got that letter from the president. You'd be so happy. He's your fan.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you realize now Clooney's saying it was a fake. It was a fake. It was never President Clinton. He goes, take it down if you have it hung up in your office right now. He is a prankster. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get in with some Halloween stuff. Or who would you like to interview? What celebrity or ball player, politician, whoever it is. Tell us who you would like to sit down with and possibly do an interview with and see what it's all about. And, go ahead, Jimmy.
No, guys. Speaking of Halloween, a mom in Australia ordered a cheap Halloween decoration from Amazon, a fake dead body you cover in black plastic and hang upside down from a tree, right? So, I mean, it's something I'm sure we've seen anywhere.
Yeah.
And it just looks like a body wrapped up in plastic. And somebody puts rope around it and hangs it up. So, but when it came in the mail, come to find out, unfortunately, their 10-year-old son opened it up. It was a sex doll.
Oh, whoopsies.
So, yeah, she posted about it on Facebook, a group called What I Asked For versus What I Got.
Oh, that's funny.
And according to the seller, though, it wasn't a mix-up.
That's what she ordered?
They just use inflatable dolls, and then there's a plastic bag that goes with it. So you put the inflatable doll inside the plastic bag, and then you get the same results, right?
That's funny. So it's kind of like you get one, you get 2 for 1.
Well, that's what, it's too bad Dad didn't open it up, It's like jackpot, right?
Jackpot.
Yeah.
So, that's our whole thing, We just use that, and then,
We use
you
sex
put it...
toy blow-up dolls for...
Put it in a plastic bag.
Okay.
Who's going to know?
Multiple
use. It is a sex doll. It has an Asian woman's face printed on it. And we found on Amazon listing for a similar decoration, and almost all of the reviews say that it is definitely a sex doll.
Okay.
So she's not the first person to have to deal with this. One woman said she opened it in front of her 5-year-old grandson. Talk about being embarrassing, huh? The mom from Facebook says the seller told her to keep it and offered a 40% refund, but she wants a full refund and a public apology.
Guess who's on Amazon right now?
Francis in studio. Check us out on if you go to Real TV, sponsored by Monroe's. You'll see Franny on Amazon right now.
Send me the link.
Well, the good thing is you get to use it, multiple weeks.
Yeah, it's good all year round.
Exactly.
It's not just for Halloween.
But if it looks like what it does in the picture with the bag on it, then what's
How
the
would you know?
problem?
Hey,
Then,
why
yeah,
not?
what's
Sure.
the problem? I don't understand.
You wouldn't know.
I got.
I did see a picture of it real quick,
Yeah.
Fanny. I'm sorry.
Oh, I
did
wanna see it.
I did see a picture of it real quick, and it doesn't have the typical O face.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's just
I said, oh, okay.
It's
Got it.
just a regular print of a face. There's no
there's no open mouth, is what you're
Bingo.
saying.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
So then it's just so it's not a sex doll. It's just a blow up.
kind of,
Okay.
I
I mean,
don't
if there's
know.
no holes, then it's not a sex doll.
Well, I don't know what other
Is that the rule?
I think so.
I didn't see down below, so I don't know.
Is that the rule?
I think so.
And that's on the box. If there's
Yeah.
no holes.
If there's no holes, then it's not a sex doll. It's just a
That's
blow up doll.
That's on the box.
That's what it says. Wow.
Nice.
So I'm very one of my buddies, and you know him, Tony. He does a lot of decorating for wealthy people. He's a
Yeah.
property manager.
Cool.
And this time of year he gets very busy for Christmas. I already started doing Christmas lights.
Yeah, I believe
but
it.
he said a lot of people which have been opting out of Halloween parties. Even a Halloween party I've gone to the past 2 years, a beautiful house on the water. They've opted out, and I'm curious why.
Why?
But so he had a storage unit full of all the stuff that he decorates his stuff for Halloween, and he's allowing my husband and I to go and rate it.
Oh, nice.
So I know, what are we, 4 days before Halloween?
Yeah, I was gonna say, a
We're
little
just
late.
gonna blow it up.
A little late.
I know. It's like
But,
better late than never, right?
Yeah, why not?
We put up a few things so far, but I'm really excited to go up and see like all this insane stuff that they have.
Oh,
So.
he must have some great stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we
got.
got to compete with my neighbor who has a 9.5-foot werewolf. So.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. There's always a topper in every neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very
Gotta one-up me.
That one's very hard to beat, and he's added some extra touches.
Yeah.
It's really good. It scares children.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and
I saw it.
dogs don't want to walk past it.
It would scare me. I mean, if I was driving or walking, you'd be like, "What the hell is that?"
It's pretty. But even yesterday, I saw people just drive by and were just like stopping and taking pictures
Oh,
of it.
of course.
I
Well,
would
it
too.
spreads.
I would too, yeah.
Yeah.
People tell people, "Go check it out. You'll see it."
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is.
Kind of along those lines, I saw a quick little video this morning that somebody posted on social media, and somebody souped up their Mustang, and they put little pumpkins on the tailpipes on each
Oh,
side
that's
and the
cool.
back, and they must have something in it that, when you rev it up and kind of shoots flames out.
Mm-hmm.
So when they with the pumpkins on top of it, or the jack-o'-lanterns, the flames shoot out of the jack-o'-lantern.
That's
It looks
cool.
pretty funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So as I mentioned, a lot of people are opting out of throwing parties. It looks like a lot of people are opting out of actually dressing up. In fact, it looks like about 42% of Americans are not dressing up this year. But it's not like, I think they just don't want to, is a thing, or ever have. And I know, G, you're not one to dress up. You have decided this year that you are going to.
Try.
You're going to try.
I think I waited too long.
I know, and you've been talking about this for like a month.
Yeah, I dropped a rock. I didn't think it was gonna be. I thought you could order an Elvis outfit and get it the next day. On Amazon.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, not on Amazon, but you
Yeah.
could go to the store and pick one up. You just
Yeah.
don't want to spend $170.
Yeah.
You can't. These days, things are not inexpensive. My husband almost spent $200 on his Elf costume.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It is so ridiculous. He's gonna be so hot in this thing. Like it comes with a full on like Bigfoot feet and the gloves and the mask is like rubber and fuzz. Oh, he's gonna die. I don't know how he plans on wearing that all night long, but listen, I'm game. I can't wait for it to happen. But yeah,
Can't wait for the pictures.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun. I'll definitely love to send you pictures. But when it comes to Halloween, a lot of people will do funny. 37% say funny is the way that they're going to go. Simple at 32%, unique at 25%, and sexy at 20%.
That's
So
probably
people
the
are
female.
going more for funny. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Maybe some guys.
I've seen some guys wear just like terry cloths. But especially if it matches their significant others. Like if they're like,
Sure,
like
their theme.
Tarzan and Jane
Yeah,
or
their
something.
theme.
Yeah. Then it
Fred
definitely
and Wilma.
makes sense.
Fred and Wilma.
Exactly. Very sexy.
Bill and Hillary. Woof. Giselle and Tom. You know people are going to go out as Giselle and Tom. Definitely. And they'll be arguing down the street, back and forth. I want you to quit. One more year. They'll be going back and forth with that.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. We got some Florida stories, which are always jam-packed with a lot of craziness. What do we have, Franny?
Yeah, we have some shisty behavior from a mayoral candidate. And then there's also a guy who, for some reason, all these high-speed chases, dudes end up jumping into rivers thinking they could get away. So I have another one of those stories and more coming your way on your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday. A mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz Podcast.
This is Ben Ferguson. And this is Ted Cruz. Together we do our podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, 3 times a week. Want to know what's going on behind closed doors in the Senate, the White House, the courts?
If you do, download Verdict with Ted Cruz on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis you need. Our reporters are on the ground. Steve Kornacki is at the big board breaking down the races. On election night, Rachel Maddow and our Decision 2022 team will give you a greater understanding as results come in. And the next day, Morning Joe will provide perspective on what it all means for the future of our country. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
You're pregnant. How far? 1 month, 2. No doctor yet. I can't afford it. Protect yourself and your baby. The health department can help you out. Test for STDs. I don't have diseases. You don't know. You don't always have symptoms. STDs make you and your baby sick. I don't want my baby sick. No one cares more about your baby than you. I'm calling my county health department.
A message from the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Navigating today's real estate market can be tricky. Interest rates are rising, but not as fast as rental rates, and home insurance is about to explode. And housing prices, they still haven't fallen much yet. Really? Not sure what to do? Get the professional advice you need. Call the crew from the Florida Talk Real Estate Show. Our team of experts have helped thousands of our listeners with buying a home, selling a home, getting a home loan, home insurance, and so much more. Call for a free consultation at 888-973-7828. FloridaTalkRealEstate.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar Island 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar Island 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis you need. Our reporters are on the ground. Steve Kornacki is at the big board breaking down the races. On election night, Rachel Maddow and our Decision 2022 team will give you a greater understanding as results come in. And the next day, Morning Joe will provide perspective on what it all means for the future of our country. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. Traffic's looking pretty good in Palm Beach County right now. It's a speed limit ride throughout the area. The Turnpike and 95, both moving at a good pace. No accidents or delays to report on our expressways. But in Green Acres, do watch for a wreck on Jog Road south of Lake Worth Road. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Where can you holiday shop for anything you want, any way you want? Lowe's, actually. Find deals on gifts like a Craftsman 20-volt 2-tool combo kit, just $99. Check back daily for deals during Black Friday month and start saving now at Lowe's. Offer valid through 11/2 while supplies last.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some red zone revenue. Win $1,000. From Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for listening to Real Radio 921. Always The Penthouse 10 to 2 every day. Thank you so much. And 11:45 in this hour, your chance to win tickets to Rapids Water Park. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And this is time when we get some Florida stories to get a little bit of downtake about Florida.
Downtake.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So it looks...
I'm ready to downtake, baby.
Yeah, I'm ready to downtake this for you.
Is that like downshifting?
I don't know.
Nice.
Michael Ignasiak, I don't know. He's a former mayor of Edgewater, and he's running to retake his old post. And this is happening in November. The election went, well, I guess he's been accused of removing other candidates' campaign signs that have been everywhere else.
Oh, my God.
Yep. He did it over the weekend. There was a few around some major intersections, some around restaurants. And by the way, there's an 18-year-old candidate running against him. 18.
Cool.
Yeah, his name is Diesel Depew.
Nice.
That's a great name.
It's got my vote.
Diesel Depew.
DD, baby.
DD is running against him, and he told police that his opponent removed his signs and that he sought to have his signs returned, and he intended to press charges.
I guess shady.
people saw him doing it.
Yeah, I'm sure it took videos.
And he was like, I also want a statement of apology from Mr. Ignatiak, and maybe then I would consider not taking it so harshly, said Mr. Diesel Depew.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, Depew said it wasn't his first time the signs were taken, directing police to video footage recorded on a trail camera, he said, placed nearby because of these alleged thefts. And on the video, they see a black truck pulling into the business parking lots around 9:49 a.m. So it's not even like it's pretty decent hour. Like people are up and going.
Yeah.
And then there was a man who was recognized as Ignatiak. And they even said by multiple professional interactions, the officers were saying, because they have met him, because he was the mayor.
Sure.
And so, yeah, they see him going and taking all these signs. Now, I'm guilty of doing that, but not for malicious reasons. Like, well, they were malicious, but not like as like I wasn't on anybody's side in any kind of political thing. I was
for jokes.
Yeah,
Joy?
that was one of my pranks, and I feel really terrible about it. And one of my friends and I was a kid. We were teenagers. We took all kinds of signs, like it was real estate signs, political signs, all kinds of signs, and we put it all in one of the front yard of one of my girlfriends, her family's house.
So you're pranking
So there was probably over 200 signs.
Really?
They woke up to like 200 signs in their front yard.
How long would you get them for?
That's
one night. That was taken down just one night.
But it was man. It was like there was a handful of us.
Oh, so good job.
Yeah, and so we were in like prank wars, and that was one of our prank wars.
Now, did you put them actually in the ground? Or just
Oh no, we put them in the ground.
Wow.
We went in the middle of the night and just I feel bad now.
Well, this is your
But
penance.
at the time, it was hilarious.
Oh my God! Imagine when they woke
Still
up.
is.
Still is pretty
Oh,
funny.
could you imagine waking up? The parents waking up in the morning and their front lawn is just covered in signs.
Oh yeah, people have done that. Flamingos. They
Yeah.
Yeah.
hit with the pink flamingos.
Do
all
not
over your yard.
do not do as I do or as I say.
That's awesome.
But you've turned the corner.
And going back to this about stealing a political sign, what they ought to do is electrify them like they did with a bunch of the signs from the 2016 or 2020. Was
Yeah.
it? A lot of those videos.
Yeah, people were
we
taking
saw.
signs all over the
Really?
place. Yeah.
Well, that's what would happen. Is like a candidate sign would keep getting stolen out of somebody's front
Yeah.
yard. So what they would do is they would electrify them. So if you went to picking them up, they'd zap you.
Really?
Oh, I've seen a couple of videos.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
I love it.
Yeah, especially with
Yeah.
Trump.
Well, it happened with Trump, but it
yeah.
happened with other people too.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to pinpoint anyone particular.
I
but,
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I guess this Depew, this Ignatiak told cops that he took Depew signs because they were in the city's right of way and because they were blocking his signs.
Oh, God.
Yes, he has since given the signs over to the city's code enforcement division. And they found that he had also taken a sign from another candidate. His name was Ted Notful, who is running for Volusia County Council. Detectives made contact with him and informed him that Depew was taking his signs.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I don't know. He just basically got a warning. I don't think he's getting arrested for anything, but I don't know if this is going to make him look good.
No, it doesn't make him look good.
Yeah.
Could this guy really be able to...
They're saying if he does face any charges, it will be at least one count of petty theft. Yeah, so we will...
It's embarrassing.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you're a politician. You
Now
get
this
caught.
18-year-old kid's going to win.
He might.
And then, yes, another Florida man leading cops on a wild chase across 2 counties. Seminole County deputies picked up the chase. It was a Saturday after getting a call that a suspect in a Chevy Silverado was entering the county and he was being chased by a police helicopter from Orange County. Well, the chase continued for some time before deputies were able to use the stop sticks to flatten the tires of the car. Of course, driver bailed from the SUV and a perimeter was set up. Hours later, Oscar Leonidas was found in the St. Johns River. So that's what he did. He ran, he dove in. I'm going to hang out underwater. Nobody will find me. Well, they found him. They normally always do. It looks like he didn't want to go back to jail because, of course he didn't.
Who does?
That's what he said. He told deputies, he was like, I ran from you because I don't want to go back to jail. He had an existing warrant for burglary out of Lake County. And they also found fentanyl and crystal meth on, the fentanyl was in his pocket. The crystal meth was in his car.
Shocker.
Yeah, he was arrested and booked into the Seminole County Jail. And that's my time right now for You're What the Florida.
Okay. Thank you, Franny. Good job. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to keep on track. We're going to come back, and I'm going to talk about a show that's coming back that I'm going to check out because I did like it. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's very easy to send a text message to a wrong person or send it to a group thread instead of one person.
And something similar. This is like before texting, though. This is just regular phone calls.
Yeah.
I was talking to my girlfriend, my wife now, but at the time I used to say I love you at the end of every conversation. Called my friend, and at the end of the conversation I said, love you. Total silence. Then he goes, love you too, man.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's pro time because at Lowe's it's Provember. Over 30 days to save big. Full of more inventory, more Lowe's MVP's bonus points, and more of the deals you deserve. Because it always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. Save all Provember long.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Give love, give style. It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale with an extra 30% off everything to get you and your home cozy for the holidays with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off fragrances, skincare, makeup, and more great beauty gifts. Plus, download the free app for more great deals at Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were looking at your phone while driving, let me say it again. Seriously, put down your phone. That is so unsafe. If you didn't do stuff like use your phone while driving, you could save money with Progressive Snapshot. But saving or not, just put it down. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't looking at your phone, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
It's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boom! Trouble concentrating or recalling information is frustrating, embarrassing, and kills productivity. That's why Healthy Cell created Focus and Recall to boost your brain power. Unlike other supplements, Healthy Cell's Focus and Recall is not a pill. It's a gel you swallow with ultra absorption and science-backed ingredients to help you immediately sharpen focus, concentrate longer, and strengthen recall. Visit HealthyCell.com or use code RADIO for 20% off first order. Risk-free, love it, or your money back guaranteed. It's HealthyCell.com, code RADIO.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. Traffic's looking pretty good in Palm Beach County right now. It's a speed limit ride throughout the area. The Turnpike and 95, both moving at a good pace. No accidents or delays to report on our expressways. But in Green Acres, do watch for a wreck on Jog Road, south of Lake Worth Road. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
It takes several sources of energy to bring you energy. There's natural gas, nuclear, solar, and another source that's, well, pretty darn special. Florida Power and Light.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlist.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Hey, I'm glad to hear Greek's mom following around through the 17. I don't feel so bad now. I'm 35, and my dad follows me around every Halloween. Of course, I dress up like Greek, so I'm not quite sure if that has anything to do with it. But anyway.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 92.1 Real Radio. 11:45, your chance to win tickets to Rapids Water Park. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Miss Francis.
Hello, and just a heads up, I will be hanging out at Rapids on Sunday starting at 1 o'clock. So come on out and say hello.
Check it out. You'll have a great time, and you'll get to see Francis, so that's double the pleasure. There is a show coming back, MTV Cribs, that I used to enjoy, especially when they would have a lot of ball players on there. And that's coming back to MTV. I know this time Dwight Howard is going to be one of the houses featured. I always thought that was a cool show. I liked it. Very unique with a lot of stuff. Remember Carmelo Anthony? They had so many on. They had a long run with that. I don't know how many years it was on, but it seemed like it was on a lot. And it is coming back. A couple. I know they got a couple. One of the girls from Pussycat Dolls is going to be on there.
Which one? Nicole Scherzinger?
Yes, that's it. Nicole.
Did I say her name right?
Yeah.
Probably not. She's also now a judge on The Masked Singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwight Howard, like I said. But MTV Cribs, I liked it. I always thought it was a cool show and pretty unique. I used to like to see a lot of people's cars and the basketball courts these guys had and theaters. I remember Carmelo Anthony was on with his family. I thought it was pretty cool. If you guys like that, let us know. What'd you think of that, Franny? Did you ever check it out?
Yeah, absolutely. I was a fan.
Yeah. How about you, Jim? Did you ever see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was cool.
When did you say the original run?
One was the original?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was back. I would guess in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was one of them things where people live together. It was like supposed to be quote unquote reality TV.
No,
type of a thing,
no.
Or am I thinking of something else?
You're thinking Real World.
Like a Big Brother type of
Yeah,
thing?
that was Real World is probably one of the first reality TV shows that ever came out. I mean, that was early 90s when that happened. But this is celebrities, and they just bring a camera crew into their crib. So they
show
their house.
Show their house.
Yeah.
Show off their mansion.
Famously one that
no wonder you like it.
Yeah.
Ball players.
Where she got blasted was Mariah Carey did one years ago, and she's just, I mean, she's very diva-ish and la-di-da, and she's doing workouts in her high heels and stuff. Yeah, but it looked like first episode was September 12th of 2000.
Was it?
So I
thought it was in the 90s.
So there was
Shaq was on it once.
19 seasons.
Wow, that's long.
This is going to be the 19th season.
Wow.
Yeah, so 18 before they stopped doing it, and now they're bringing it back.
Yeah, Shaq had one time. His mansion in Orlando was really, really cool. All the stuff he had, and motorcycles, cars, pools. Like I said, Carmelo Anthony, I can remember. But there's a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of celebrities, musicians.
I wonder if we're going to see Matthew Perry's home on here since he's doing his whole, tour about his book and stuff.
He's in the news for everything else.
Everything else. And so we talked yesterday because he badmouthed Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, pretty
And I think
pretty
everybody was like, how dare he? This is like one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
Not even that. It's John Wick. He could come after you.
Well, yeah. So Matthew Perry issued an apology, and because he has an upcoming memoir. As I mentioned, he's got a book coming out, and it kind of takes a hit at Keanu Reeves.
Twice.
And so he spoke with Deadline and said, I'm actually a big fan of Keanu Reeves. He made this statement. I just chose a random name. My mistake. I apologized. I should have used my own name instead. And
Anybody
this
buying
was
that?
no.
You back there in the cheap seats.
No, he did it
So if
twice
people are-
too, which
yeah.
we talked about yesterday. Not once, but twice.
But if people are wondering if you didn't hear this yesterday, what they're talking about, he's got a memoir called Friends, Lovers, and a Big Terrible Thing, and it's supposed to be released this coming Tuesday. So he talked about the untimely deaths of some of his good friends at River Phoenix. One of them, Heath Ledger. Yep. And so he worked with River Phoenix in A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon in 1988. And he was also, he said, why is the original thinkers like River Phoenix and Heath Ledger die, or why did they die? But Keanu Reeves still walks among us. And people were like, what? Like, why would he say that, right? Like, basically saying that Keanu Reeves should be dead and they should be alive.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, and then he also said something else. He recalls hearing that his co-star Chris Farley had died of a drug overdose, and he said, I punched a hole through Jennifer Aniston's dressing room when I found out Keanu Reeves walks among us. It was another shot about that, talking about Chris Farley, and he was like, why are you picking? So I love how he says, I just picked a name at random. But you say you bring up his name twice.
Yeah.
So
that's the part that didn't make it believable for me.
Yeah.
Even one time, you might be like you're picking it out for whatever. Would you pick that now? I'm sure the book company called them and said, hey, pal, it's not going to help you selling books.
Well, whoever published the book or looked over it, the book's already published and done, and it's going to be released. So this is already in the book.
Yeah, but you never know with big companies how people don't know what's in a book, how these CEOs and big companies, guys, they don't really know everything.
I don't know. I feel like every time, and I know it's just television, but I watch things about publications and people who write and stuff. I feel like they look at it very closely before. I had a girlfriend who wrote something, and they came up to her multiple times, like, are you sure you want that in there? Are you sure you want that in there? Because she had mentioned specifically her ex-husband's name. And so you would just think somebody like this.
You may. I mean, I don't know. And it might help sell more books. Who knows? I mean, and it might be people who are fans of Reeves saying, I'm not going to buy the book now. And he's slamming him twice. And then when he came up with that excuse, I don't think
it's a pretty lame excuse.
Yeah. Well, he probably is going to piss off Van Halen fans too. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he had a big crush on Valerie Bertinelli. He even writes in this book about how he had a makeout session with her while Eddie was passed out drunk 10 feet away from him.
Yeah.
And apparently she was his big crush. And they co-starred together. I don't remember that movie, the sitcom Sydney. Apparently they played brother and sister on the show, but they used to get together after the show and everything off air, and he had an infatuation for Valerie. I can't say I blame him. I think a lot of kids did, especially teenagers back in the day. But apparently those two made out and everything. Then they went on the set the next day, and she totally ignored him and blew him off. So he kind of got the hint real quick. But
that was a mistake.
They were married. Obviously, Valerie and Eddie were married at the time.
Yeah, I mean, he is pissing off a lot of people, but he's also got some really interesting and intriguing things that are in there. He mentions in the book about how you can watch throughout Friends his different addictions, right? So he talks about that in this memoir. He talks about when he was overweight. He had more of an alcohol addiction. When he was very, very thin, it was more of him on pills. So he says you can tell throughout the fluctuations and his appearance throughout the show what his addiction was at the time.
What did you say yesterday? He was taking at one time 55 Vicodin a day,
and
that's when he was very, very thin. He said he had an extreme. The fluctuation was about 100 pounds throughout the series.
No, I mean he opens up about everything. He really does. And like I said, if there's anybody out there, I know there's other people who have struggles every day. And I think if it could help them in any way, when you hear somebody else, now he's okay, thank God. And hopefully he stays good.
When he was doing that 55 Vicodins a day, and I don't even know how he was functioning, by the way, on that, with that opioid and alcohol dependence. But he dropped down to 128 pounds.
That's thin.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. And so, yeah, it's crazy. So there's a lot of juice in it, but I think he'd be really pissed off people with the Keanu Reeves thing.
Yeah. Got a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The same thing with, like Jimmy said, we talked about it yesterday and today, Eddie Van Halen. There are people be like, he said he was sleeping right next to him. He fell asleep. And then they were making out to two of them. So that's not a great thing. I mean, you go over, a guy's house, him and a girl, they're married, and you make out with his wife. That's not great.
Yeah. Hey, she went on TikTok too and kind of did one of those shoulder shrug things, like kind of admitting to it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? As well. Yeah, it might have happened. So
yeah. Well, I think that's hard too, because I think if she says no and it is true, then he might come back.
Then that's a little different. Yeah, I don't think he'll get much backlash over that particular thing, because and again, there was a crush and all that, but I don't know. To me, that stuff probably happens in Hollywood a lot more than we ever hear about.
Yeah, it happens regularly too.
But this to where he, I mean. The part I think that at least that got me is the fact that now he's trying to backtrack and say, well, no, I just picked a random name.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't pick a random name.
No, you didn't like him.
You don't like him, and that's fine. If you don't like him. I'm with you, though. I think I might have left that out of the book.
Yeah.
I mean, they always want juice, obviously. When people are selling books,
And
they always...
we're talking about it. Look at us. I mean, and we're not the only ones.
Oh, no.
Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody is. And I think if he didn't put certain things in, people probably wouldn't have been as interested in his struggles, obviously. But, I mean, he's one of those guys that he's had great fame.
But keep talking about it. That's fine. Then I don't have to buy the book. You're going to tell me everything I want to know.
This is true. And then you got the, like I said, the interview tomorrow with Diane Sawyer.
Yeah.
So we'll get more on it then, too.
And I mean, he said Jennifer Aniston really helped him a lot, and she was there for him as a friend, which was nice. I mean, when you're down and out, you need help from your friends and family, which is a good thing. It is the Penthouse, and we will be back. And then you got a chance to win tickets at 11:45 for Rapids Water Park. Don't forget, Francis is also going to be there on Sunday at 1 p.m. Jimmy, Francis, and the Greek will be back in a few minutes. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, it might be fall, and some people are all about pumpkin spice and dead leaves. But we know all you care about is football season.
That's why Real Radio wants to hook you up with $1,000 in Red Zone revenue.
Go to an away game, buy some new jerseys, or gamble it all away.
I like this kind of party!
We don't care what you do with it.
We've got 13 shots per day to score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Coming up at 5 past the hour. Listen for the keyword, then enter it at realradio921.com, and you could score $1,000.
Score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Good luck from Real Radio.
Brought to you by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry and amazing weekly specials, why wouldn't you? Now with 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday. A mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex DM. Say goodbye to retaking medicine every few hours. Buy Mucinex DM to get cough and chest congestion relief for 3 times longer than typical 4-hour cough and chest congestion medicines. That's 3 times longer relief for chest congestion and cough. Nothing lasts longer. Among OTC cough and cold medicines, use as directed.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Wilton Simpson is a farmer who cares for family, friends, neighbors, and community. Because that's what farmers do. Now Wilton Simpson is running for Florida's Agriculture Commissioner. Because he cares. Wilton always stands up for those in need, like the CARES Center for seniors and the PACE Center for girls. That's why Wilton Simpson led the charge to reform our foster care system, so every child has a loving home and a bright future. Simpson led efforts to pass historic teacher pay raises, expand school choice, and secure billions of dollars for Everglades restoration. The causes are different. The reasons are the same. Wilton Simpson cares, because that's what farmers do. Wilton Simpson for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
Paid for by Wilton Simpson, Republican for Florida Commissioner of Agriculture.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis you need. Our reporters are on the ground. Steve Kornacki is at the big board breaking down the races. On election night, Rachel Maddow and our Decision 2022 team will give you a greater understanding as results come in. And the next day, Morning Joe will provide perspective on what it all means for the future of our country. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
At Rack Electric, our slogan is, we've got the power. And we really do. Volume buying power allows us to stock hundreds of Generac whole house generators and pass the savings on to you. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, so get the power at rackelectric.com.
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. MVP's Pro Rewards members visit Lowe's now and earn bonus points on products and brands like DeWalt. Then redeem for Lowe's e-gift cards and more. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees. After applicable discounts, if any. Subject to program terms. Visit Lowes.com/MVP bonus points for details. Now through 10/28.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. Traffic's looking pretty good in Palm Beach County right now. It's a speed limit ride throughout the area. The Turnpike and 95, both moving at a good pace. No accidents or delays to report on our expressways. But in Green Acres, do watch for a wreck on Jog Road, south of Lake Worth Road. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber, HOA and condo board members. Make your job easier and bring the fastest, most reliable fiber internet /Volt today.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is Real Radio on a Thursday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, in a few minutes, your chance to win tickets to Rapids Water Park. Thank you so much for always listening to Real Radio. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And now it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Looks like the Yankees are bringing back Aaron Boone to be the manager. There was speculation he was going to get fired, but yesterday, the owner of the Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner, said, no, we're bringing him back. So some Yankee fans are happy, some Yankee fans are not so happy. And the big thing with the Yankees, are they going to sign Mr. Judge? I hope they do. We'll see what happens with that, but the Yankees are going to have to open up their checkbook. I think they'll sign him. I think between $350 and $400 million might get it done. Miami Heat last night were in Portland. They got a big victory, 118-98. Always on the road. It's good to win in Miami. As Jimmy Butler and Lowry both dropped in 17, and Bam dropped in 18. And Will Smith dropped by the Lakers facility to talk to them about ups and downs in life that they should stick together. And then the next night, the Lakers go out and lose again. The Lakers.
Nice job, Will Smith.
The Lakers.
Just kidding. I know it's not his fault.
He was a real big hit.
Yeah, right. But see what you did there.
He's a real big hit. Nice. He said, when you're losing, you got to slap it out of you. Lakers now 0-4, and they are getting so much scrutiny. It's unbelievable in the NBA. They're shooting like 22% with three-point range, and that's terrible, worse than the NBA. If you're not a good three-point shooting team, you're probably not going to win at the end of the day. LeBron said, hey, everything will work out. We're just going through a tough patch. And they went through a tough patch last year. They have one of the highest payrolls in the NBA, and they're just not winning, which is not a good thing. But Will Smith, that's the first time they really heard about him showing up anywhere. He's been pretty quiet. He did that one interview about, a couple months ago, and then after that, there hasn't been much of him. And that is your trifecta in the 11 o'clock hour. Peace.
Well, I tell you what, I've seen a bunch of these stories in the past where somebody finds a ring or a necklace or something that belongs to somebody on the beach, with a metal detector or something like that, and they, they're lucky enough to be able to hunt them. Like maybe it's a class ring.
Yeah.
And we've seen that happen a bunch of times, right? So here's a story that's kind of along those lines. A few months ago, a man named Steve Andrews discovered a wedding band in the English Channel. And it was on the banks, and he was using a metal detector, we can imagine there. And it had a date on it, too. It said 1989. So he started trying to track down the owner, and miraculously, he recently found the woman it belonged to. But here's the twist. She didn't want it back.
You can keep it.
It turns out she went through a bad divorce with her ex. And she intentionally threw it into the ocean.
Wow.
So when this dude tracks down this, literally from 1989, he finds this woman. She goes, keep the damn thing. Throw it back in the water. Wow. Steve said the woman asked him to put it back because she never wanted to see the ring or him again.
Wow.
And he will. He said he would, too. Very nice of him.
Why it's up to sell it? They're going to go throw it. Go sell it.
I hate to say it. That was the first thing I thought, too.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
if she doesn't want it, don't feel bad about it, right?
Yeah, really.
Finders keepers.
Yeah.
Losers weepers.
I don't know if it was, what it was worth, but yeah, you can sell it, make some money. Yeah, that's bad. You think you're doing a good deed, and the person's like, stay away from me. I don't want it.
He tracked it down.
It's
from the 1989 is what they're saying, the owner of it. Like, that is crazy.
How the hell did he, that's unbelievable.
That's kind of difficult. There must have been some other engraving, and the article that I read didn't say anything on it. It just had the date on it. So I don't know how you track down the owner of it just by that.
I don't know either.
So, I lost my Prada sunglasses. Everybody finds them. Sunfest. Still looking for them. Jimmy was the last person to see them on with me.
Yeah.
If you want to try to help us.
Somebody's wearing them right now.
$500 reward.
But it's just one of those gold bands. So, I don't know how expensive, like the traditional ones that you see.
It would sell a couple,
couple
bucks.
make something off of it, right?
A couple bucks.
Could you imagine that? Like, you go in thinking, wow, she's going to be excited.
It's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. Knock on the door. Yeah. Hi, hello. Hi, my name is Steve, and I found this ring. Apparently it's yours. Get out of here. Take that filthy thing out of here. Divorced him years ago, the bastard. He was cheating on me.
That's funny.
Oh, he did something bad.
He was a whoremaster.
He probably was so excited.
Wow, sounds like my house.
But he probably thought he was doing such a good deed for this woman.
Of course.
And,
you got to feel like, anytime you do something like that, you help somebody, I don't know, in a parking lot, with, groceries, you feel nice. You find a ring and you go knocking on the door and you're like, hey, how you doing? Get out of here, you bum.
I threw it in the ocean on purpose.
Yeah, I'm going to call the cops on you.
That bastard.
I thought you were going to tell me a twist, like they ended up meeting and now they're going to date or something like that, or some crazy thing like that. If you got a crazy story like
maybe
that.
Maybe you should. Right? Or maybe not.
And you ask her, are you single? Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering. You don't have a ring on you. People get, and sometimes you could do something nice for somebody that you think you're doing something nice. I threw it away on purpose. What do you think? He was a bum. 877-927-6969. If you have any stories similar to that, where you thought you were doing a good deed and the person was like, I don't think so, let us know.
We don't have any people having good deeds, but you guys want to hear some bad Halloween jokes? Because I got a bunch of them that just came through.
Oh, yeah.
At 47142, started off with Real Radio. So if they don't go well, do not boo me. These are coming from the text line. So these are the worst Halloween jokes for 2022. Thank you for sending them in. Sounds bad. Why are male ghosts attracted to female ghosts?
I don't know. I give.
Jimmy, do you know?
Why?
They like what's under the sheet?
I don't know.
Because of their boobies.
Nice.
Why can't ghosts have children?
Why can't ghosts have children?
I'm not sure.
'Cause they're
Franny.
ghosts?
Why can't ghosts have children?
Because the male has a Halloweenie.
Wow.
Me too.
These are so good. These are so bad, they're good.
What's a monster's favorite dessert?
Monster Mash?
I'm not sure, Franny.
Ice cream. What?
Ice cream.
What do you call a cheesy Halloween dance?
A cheesy Halloween dance.
Yes.
I'm not sure, Franny. What do you call a cheesy Halloween dance?
The Munster Mash. Munster
Nice.
cheese? Get
Munster
it? She looked confused by
You
that.
might hear these improv this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And finally on
Oh,
here.
this is it?
Franny's going to be a hard
you
rock.
can send me more if you like.
Opening for Joe Corey.
Finally on here, a skeleton walks into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. But this side of the joke. Get it? Get
Nice.
it? Because he orders a beer, he's a
skeleton,
skeleton,
yeah.
it goes straight
Or
through.
there's gonna spill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just goes straight through him
Goes
because he
right
has
through him,
nothing to
yeah.
contain the beer. All right, that one didn't fall very well.
That's all right. At
Thank you
least
for the
guy,
jokes.
Yeah, the guy was conscientious, and he said, "Give me a mop" as I walk in. That's so dope. I love that drop.
Thank you for the Halloween jokes.
Nice.
Yes. We didn't ask, but you gave them to us anyway. So thank
They
you.
were hot.
We appreciate you guys in any capacity.
Yes, of course.
Or I can play this.
How dare you?
877-927-6969. Again, if you had a situation where you thought you were doing something good and it turned out to be something bad. I had a couple situations where I bumped into people and saw their ex and said something, hey, they were speaking good of you, or nice of you, whatever. And the person was not too fond about it and just like, oh, she sucks or he sucks. And I had a totally different reaction. I thought I was going to be, with something nice, But it happens sometimes. You do a good deed and you're expecting one thing and then you get something totally else. Like Jimmy was telling the story about a guy who found a ring, tracked it down, broke his ass, and the lady was like, keep it. I don't want to have anything to do with him. There are situations like that a lot of times in love. Love is probably, what do you think more people get more angry over, love or money if they get screwed on money by somebody?
Money.
You think?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical.
Yeah,
I don't
possibly.
know. Either way, either way, it
close.
hurts a lot.
Yeah. It's pretty close.
Hurts more. You're probably right. It's probably relationships. Yeah.
Because money, a lot of times, if it's not huge, you think maybe I can make it up.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know what I mean? If it's a love and you mess up your whole life and you give something and somebody screws you, you're like, you don't
What's
get
the
over
thing?
it.
Yeah. What hurts worse? A punch to the gut or to the heart?
Yeah,
Think about that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're the smart one. 877-927-6969. Actually, a punch to the groin kills them all.
Yeah, probably.
Or to the face. Ask Will Smith.
Ask Will Smith, who talked to the
Or
Lakers.
Chris Rock, actually.
Do you think more NBA teams are going to call Will Smith now?
Yeah, probably not.
After the Lakers lost again? All right, it's a time for you guys to pick up the phone, 877-927-6969, and to call us for your chance to win tickets to Rapids Water Park. And don't forget, also Sunday, Francis is going to be there 1 o'clock on. You get a chance to see Francis also if you're in the area on Sunday. So pick up the phone now, 877-927-6969. It is who's most likely to. Franny will paint you a scenario like who may wear an Elvis costume this weekend. Would it be Francis, Jimmy, or Greek? And in that case, it would be me.
There you go.
And then you guys are on your way. Don't forget, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, so it's a great opportunity to order a Thanksgiving dinner that serves 8 to 10 people at Joseph's Classic Market. Get your orders in now because before you know it, Thanksgiving will be there. And then Halloween, don't forget all weekend, it's going to be a lot of parties and treats at Monroe's. Starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, costume parties and cash on the line at Monroe's and Palm Beach. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want a chance to go to Rapids. Jimmy will get you on. He does 15 million things a day, and he'll do that too because he's the best. And then we'll bring you on, and Franny will give you a scenario. And Greek Gridiron tomorrow in studio. We'll be back at Strikes next week, but tomorrow in studio. Last week I didn't beat our contestant, Marcus, who was a very nice guy. came down the strikes, and it was pretty close. I think we both went 5-2, so we tied. We had a good week as far as picking games. But he did not beat me, so we have 3 people in the pool for that grand prize of the trip to Vegas at Circa Casino and a 70-inch TV and a gift cards for New York Prime. So it's on the table tomorrow at 1:35. 7 games, 2 college, 5 pro. We do it the same all the time. Joseph's Classic Market, one of our sponsors. Strikes, a cigar lounge. Tito's Handmade Vodka, 818 Tequila. Palm Beach Autographs, Visa Network. Don't forget all of them. And Monroe's of Palm Beach, all our sponsors for Greeks Gridiron 2022. Now I do see the phone lines jamming up, which is good. Because who doesn't want to go to Rapids and have a great time? This weekend is supposed to be 85.
It's going to be a gorgeous weekend. It really is. I think we're going to have really nice weather for like the next few weeks, it looks
awesome.
like. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Was a little cold a couple days ago.
It's going to be in the 70s at night and the 80s during the day.
Can't beat that.
Yep.
And it's a great day. That's a great weather to go to Rapids and have a good time. And don't forget this weekend, we got Georgia playing Florida. That's going to be on Real Radio. Pre-game will start at 12:30, and then the game kicks off at 3:30. Georgia takes on the Florida Gators. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready, and we're starting our contest today with Ray Ray. Hey, Ray, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the Penthouse.
What up, my friend?
What up, Ray Ray?
Hey, Ray Ray.
How long you been listening, Ray Ray, to Real Radio?
Oh, Greek. I don't know, man. I don't remember. That's how long it's been.
That's good.
Wow.
That's a long time when you don't remember.
You big fan of Rapids?
Yeah. My boys are more than me. I just kind of sit there.
Perfect.
Just float down. What is it? The Lazy River. Yep.
Yep. That's where you'd catch me. All right, buddy. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. Right, Franny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Franny's going to read a scenario. And the 3 of us are going to vote who's most likely to fit that scenario, and then you have to guess who we voted for, okay?
Got it.
All right, here we go. Let me get a little tunes going here.
All right, Ray. I'm doing a Halloween edition of Who's Most Likely To.
Ooh. Boo. Ooh. You okay over there? You got a wet spot?
All right, Ray. I know you know how this is done. I'm going to ask the question and just give us a moment so we can silently place our votes, and then Jimmy will cue you for your answer. So out of the 3 of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to mess around with a Ouija board?
All right, we have our answer, Ray Ray. Out of the 3 of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to use a Ouija board?
I would say Franny.
Ray, you're on.
There you go, Ray Ray.
Nice job, Ray
You're going to be hearing a little of that in your future coming up. All right. Nice job. All right, pal. I'm going to put you on hold if you would. Hang tight for a couple minutes. I'll get back to you when we go to break, and I'll get a little bit more info from you, and we'll get you set up with those tickets. Okay, bud?
All right. Y'all have a great weekend. Love you.
You too.
Ooh, nice. How about that? All right. A little splash action coming into Ray Ray's
Right, the
life
brain
soon.
drain.
The brain drain.
I'm excited because last time I was there for their sunset movies.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I was done, the park closed. So I didn't really get to do any water rides or anything like that. I didn't get to do any of the slides. I think I got one in before I had to actually be there for the remote. So now that I'm there at 1 to 3, I am going to be taking advantage
you got time.
of utilizing, and going on all of the water slides.
And like we said, we were talking off air, the weather is supposed to be beautiful this weekend.
It's supposed
85.
to be very nice.
Yeah. Great opportunity for you guys. And don't worry, if you didn't get it today, you get it tomorrow. We got another chance of Rapids tickets tomorrow at 11:45.
Sweet.
We always try to give you guys a thank you with a big prize every day on the Penthouse at 11:45.
So do you want to see, G-Man, because you have not gotten your costume yet.
No.
And maybe we can figure out what you should be. There is a Google site, and it's Google. They customize it. It says frightgeist.withgoogle.com. And it tells you everything. It tells you what the top costumes are that have been Googled, which Spider-Man, Dinosaur, Stranger Things. It even gives you like a costume map of what's the most popular in every state and even like regions, like by us. It looks like rabbits, which is interesting. Dinosaur, West Palm Beach area is a dinosaur. That's like the most Googled. If you're on the West Coast, Fort Myers, Naples area, Tinkerbell, like you can actually click and find all this stuff. So they give you some really cool information. But then they have this costume wizard. And you can adjust the gears below to show you what kind of Halloween costume you should have. All right, so we'll do this. So they give you a range of spookiness level, and I know you don't like being super spooky, G-Man, but your spookiness level from 0 to 100%, where do you want it to go?
20%.
20, so not super spooky?
No.
All right. I'm going to do it over here, too.
Yeah, so it doesn't...
I'm going to put mine at about 75%.
Okay, all right, and I got G-Man's at about 20%. And then style, would you like to be classic or modern?
Classic.
Classic, all right, it's on classic. How about the trend meter? Do you want it to be trendy on a national level or on a local level?
National.
National, of course. Uniqueness level, 0% to 100%.
I want to be unique, 85%.
85, so not all the way unique, just a little unique.
Oh, that's
a
more
lot of unique,
yeah.
but just not all the way. All right, and then we are going to submit. And it says, you should be Willy Wonka.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Get some chocolate and
Yes.
rub it over some girl's ass.
I love it.
Nice.
That would be a great costume for you.
Yeah.
Just give out candy to everybody. You get to wear a cool purple suit and a purple top hat.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Hey, why not?
Willy Wonka.
What did you get? Who's Oogie Boogie?
I don't know. Apparently, I'm supposed to be an Oogie Boogie.
Now, did you take it?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have not, but I will do it. I'll go spookiness level. We'll go like 50%.
Seriously, what the hell is an Oogie Boogie?
I don't know. Yeah, look it up. I don't know what an Oogie
supposed to be
Boogie
a
is.
booger?
Style, let's go modern. We'll just do something different. Trendometer, I'll stay local. Uniqueness level, 100%. Submit. I don't know what that is either. There's so many things I don't know. What's the green arrow?
The Green Arrow?
Oh, that's a Marvel or a character.
It is?
superhero character.
All right. It's a dude, though. So it should ask if you're a female or a male on this. But yeah.
What a surprise.
It's a very cool costume. I mean, it's very tight. The green arrow is kind of cool looking. This guy right here.
Yeah, you look good now.
But yeah, I should ask you what if you are a male or female. But I guess these days,
I mean, what
you're
do you
not allowed
want?
to ask people that.
You can't ask anybody anymore.
Yeah, I can't ask.
There's a restroom. You guys just go in. That's it. 877-927-6969. If you have your Halloween costume picked out, let us know what you're going to be. Maybe you and your significant other. Or if you're not sure, maybe let the Penthouse decide. You guys can call us and ask us, and we'll tell you this is what's up there. And I don't know, maybe Mary Poppins, Britney Spears, Kevin Hart.
Can you see that from here, Franny?
I've seen that before, Jimmy.
That's what an Oogie Boogie is.
What is that from?
Almost looks like a sack, like
Yeah.
a sack with the legs and arms, and then some sort of like a mask on top. But it just looks like a monster or some. I can't. I don't know.
So
how
it
to
says
describe
Oogie
it.
Boogie is a villainous bag of bugs in the Kingdom Hearts series. So I guess this is a Disney Plus thing.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A show on Disney Plus. Okay.
Well,
I've never
because
seen
they're
it.
saying he first appeared in Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
familiar with it.
the Nightmare Before Christmas has been around for a long time. I've seen that before. Now that when I saw the picture, it looked familiar, but I had no idea what it was called. So yeah, you're supposed to be an Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie. I'll pass.
Now, Elon Musk is an individual that I would say in the last 3 or 4 years has become a name where a lot of people knew and they were familiar with it. Now he looks like he is going to buy Twitter. So I guess yesterday he walked into their headquarters with a kitchen sink. He was holding a big kitchen sink walking in. Yeah, they were talking about it. And I guess that means he's all in. And it's pretty unique for him to walk in like that. And it looks like the deal's going to go through, obviously. For a while, it was no.
Oh, I thought it did go through already.
And then I guess now it is.
Well,
going
it never really was out. He was trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he legally could. So now he's kind of forced into it, and
he bought a sink
make your
with him.
bed and I gotta lay in it.
Yeah, and I guess so. They're saying that was for the closing.
Mm-hmm.
So he walked in with the kitchen sink as he closes on the $44 billion purchase. Now, I don't know if you guys talked about this or not, but speaking of $1 billion, it looks like Kanye West is out of the $1 billion club.
Yeah.
He just keeps on getting dropped left and right.
Yeah, and he can't find a new place either.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Yep, he went to a couple new manufacturers and stores, and they all said no.
Oh, like he walked up to Skechers without even being invited. Like, hey, you guys want to do something?
No.
Yep, they said the executives had to escort him out of the building.
Yeah, and they put out like this big public announcement saying like we have nothing to do with him. We don't want any association with Kanye, and all kinds of stuff.
And he even closed down his school. I guess he has a Donda Academy, which is named after his mom. But it looks like he even went to close that down. So he's even shutting him. He's even canceling himself.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, even places like some online shops that I follow or have their app on my phone, like they put out things on Instagram saying that we are no longer selling any Yeezy or whatever, brand. So a lot of people are getting rid of him.
Yeah, he just needs to go away for a while.
He does, but I don't think he knows how.
No, he don't think he's going.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And or he needs help.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
that.
I mean, obviously, like we know he's bipolar, right? You know, and he's supposed to be on medicine for that, and maybe he's not on his medicine, you know, and maybe he needs one of his friends to intervene and get him the help, or some help or something. I mean, when you say some of the things that he's been saying lately, I mean, obviously you got a couple screws loose.
Yeah, but what's unfortunate with people of that stature and have that much money, they have a lot of yes men and women around them that even if they're like, he's got a few screws loose, they won't, because you'll
get fired.
And they like the lifestyle that they have around him.
Yeah, he'll drop you and you'll be out of a job. So it does take somebody who really loves him, that he's close to, that he'll accept for him to somebody say to him, hey, man, you got to just shut it down for a while.
And at this point, who is that?
I don't know.
I mean, I couldn't even think of it. Usually, I mean, obviously, maybe it was Kim at one time, and maybe she tried, and that's part of what broke them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I said, he's an individual who seems to be out of control right now.
Even Instagram has taken off some of them. They've either restricted, I know they restricted his account, but some of his content and stuff was deleted for violating their policy. I know that was specifically Instagram. I don't know if that was any other one, but he wrote the other day, I guess he was talking about Ari Emanuel was an Endeavor chief executive, and he said, I lost $2 billion in one day and I'm still alive. This is love speech. I still love you. God still loves you. The money is not who I am. So he's saying he's okay with all this.
No, of course he's going to say that. What is he going to say publicly? He's got to say that for other future things and, investments and different things he does. I'm sure he's got still a ton of money, and he could always put out another album. But it doesn't seem like what he's saying right now, he's just not even realizing what he's saying, and somebody needs to talk to him. But like Jimmy said, I don't know if anybody could. Yeah. He's done this for a long, long time. It is
not this bad, though.
No. When you're getting anti-Semitic and just saying, it's hate speech.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, and I mean, he's even losing airplay on radio stations. I read that too within our industry. I mean, a lot of airplay he's losing.
Yes, he is. It is the Penthouse, and we'll come back with some fun facts and a lot more on a Thursday. Peace.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Some banks can make it complicated to redeem credit card rewards. But with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume. It's a Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boom!
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Thinking about buying a home? If you need a mortgage, listen up. It's not just about finding the right house or signing a contract. If you can't get through the closing, then it's all for nothing. Mike Rao, the mortgage guy with the mortgage firm, has been so successful helping so many families for years, he's the mortgage professional you can trust. Mike Rao with the mortgage firm, NMLS 189233, Florida license MLD 78. Equal housing lender. Call 888-973-7828 or go to floridatalkrealestate.com. Your one-stop real estate shop.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis to give you a greater understanding. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some Red Zone revenue. Win $1,000 now. Radio.
If Francis Ompriere Brown was a ghost, why would she go to a bar? For the booze. Hot.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, it is The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for listening to Real Radio 921. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, and good afternoon to you.
And this is the time of the day where we give you a little kick in the ass with some fun facts.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. I don't want to kick you in the ass with them.
What a
but,
wordsmith.
Right? Yeah, kick you in the ass with some fun facts. No, it is National Black Cat Day. It's also National Cranky Coworker Day. Let's see. It's National American Beer Day. So crack open a cold one, a cold brew, an American beer. But I'm going to go
Twist
because,
my arm.
right? Because almost Halloween and black hats remind people of Halloween. Black hats, by the way, the black is the most common feline color. If you had more than one black cat cross your path, it's not a glitch in the matrix. Black is actually the most common coat color among felines. They're actually, because a lot of people think that they tend not to be because of the bad luck, they're actually the most likely to be adopted. You probably have heard the misconception that they are less likely to be adopted than the other cats, but they say this is not the case because in addition to cats being predominantly black, people's old superstitions about black cats have definitely faded over the years, leading to more adoptions. They also say that their coats can rust in the sun. Black cats. If you spend, they say rust. Yeah. If you spend your summer by the pool, your hair gets a little bit lighter. The same happens to the cats. They say they may get like a light red or orange highlights when they spend a lot of time in the sun. It bleaches the pigment from the fur, causing it to lighten it up. It's also rare to find an all-black cat. While some cats are indeed black from head to toe, this is actually rare. Most black cats have some other coloring in their whiskers, paw pads, or random patches of fur. That's what I'm doing because I'm going to be a cat because my husband's Alf for Halloween. And I got like a black jumpsuit, but I'm going to have like white paws. So you can call me Mittens.
It's cute. Oh, boy. That's cute.
I'm going to have a white tail, it's black with a white tip on it. Yeah, that'll be cute.
Details.
Call me Mittens. Oh, boy.
Call me Mitten.
Famous black cats. Famous black cats. Animation has brought a lot of them, from the Black Panther and the Jungle Book, Luna to Luna, the Black Cat and Sailor Moon, but also one Salem, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Thackeray Binks and Hocus Pocus, which just made a resurgence with a new one, and Isis and Star Trek were some of the famous black cats. And Sylvester, he wasn't on there.
He was huge.
He was black and white, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah?
Little white stomach.
He had a white stomach?
Yeah.
Did he have a little white on his face?
I don't remember.
Right?
Maybe. Yeah, he wasn't all, his face wasn't all black. He had some white.
So I got to look him up. I believe he was,
he was famous, though.
Yeah, of course he was.
There was Pepe Le Pew and the...
he was white and black. He had a white belly and white, he had white cheeks and white paws and white feet. So maybe I should be Sylvester like this.
All night.
All night.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, Matt can be Tweety Bird. Or Granny.
Oh, boy. Next year.
Okay.
Granny.
They say other black cats that have gained celebrity status. The official first cat of the White House was George W. Bush, was in the office, was named India, was all black American short hair that lived until 18 years old. Blackie, the world's richest cat, was left $12.5 million fortune when his owner, Ben Rhea, a British antique dealer, died in 1988.
Left him how much?
$12.5 million.
Oh, my God.
A cat. Oscar, the bionic cat, was the first cat to have double rear leg prosthetics back in 2009. And this is why black cats were considered bad luck. The superstition that black cats were associated with started around the Middle Ages, and many black cats fell victim to the misconception. Many believe that this led to the decrease in the cat population and eventually spread of the bubonic plague or Black Death in the early 14th century, which was a disease carried by mice. So they perceived connection between black cats, witches, evil deeds continued to North America and came to head with the Salem witch trials in the 1690s. So they don't know exactly which one it was, but they believe those two things made the black cats get their bad rap. And there you go.
That stuck for years.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you see a black cat, people will say that.
There you go. There's your black cat fun facts.
There you go. Thank you, Francis. We appreciate it. If you guys got any black cat situations you want to talk about, let us know. Or if you ever did something good for somebody and you were looking, you were excited. You're like, hey, this is going to be good. And the person was like, what? Why'd you do that? Jimmy had a story earlier where a guy found the ring, found the owner was a woman, and she was not happy about it. She said, you know what? Keep the ring and throw it back in the ocean where she put it. Let us know. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved with the show in any capacity.
We can also go to realradio921.com and look under the Penthouse blog. Franny puts up some great content there every day. I try to put some stuff up there too. Matter of fact, the Greek Scram Girls up there usually every single day. And I put up a post this morning so that you can watch an ABC News affiliate did a story about a dude out in Kentucky that it took the social media by storm. And there was a picture. Somebody got a picture of this dude. And I think there's a little bit of a video of it too, but at least a still shot that's been put up of a coal miner that was seen at a Kentucky game. I think it's the blue-white game that Kentucky has at the University of Kentucky.
Okay.
And the dude was still in his work clothes, and he's still full of coal dust and everything. Apparently, he's a coal miner, and sitting there with his son. And it was just one of those things that it caught and a lot of people's hearts that, here this dude's working so long that he didn't even have time to go home. He just went, got his son, took him right to a basketball game, spent some time with his kid, and it's really great. Apparently, it even got Coach John Calipari. Calipari, is that how you say that?
Yep.
Coach C, or I think they call him Coach Cal. There we go. He comes from a coal mining family, so when he saw it, it really
touched him.
Touched him as well. So he had posted it on his social media. Now I think they're going to give the guy a bunch of tickets to games.
That's great.
And things they reached out to him. So that was really cool. So if you go to realradio921.com under the Penthouse blog, you can see that video and find out about that. But I don't know, just those type of things really kind of get to me every now and then.
It was cool.
It's a little kid's 3-year-old son. So you see that. I mean, just wanted to take his kid to a basketball game.
It's a great story.
It is. I saw this last night.
Priorities, man.
Yep, and they were like, he's definitely now on the list of Father of the Year. His name is Michael McGuire, and you can see it. You'll see that photo because I know Jimmy posted it, but of him sitting there, and he's just got soot and just his face, like Jimmy said. I mean, he went straight from work because he was like, he only had 45 minutes to get to the game, and he said when he got off of work, he didn't want to miss. It was his son Easton's very first experience to go watch basketball.
That's so
and
cool.
if he would have went home, showered, did everything, they would have missed most of the game.
Yeah.
So he just scooped up his kiddo and went
great
straight
story.
to the game. Yeah.
And it's nice what Kentucky's doing.
And there's hotels and restaurants in the Lexington area too. That's giving them all kinds of deals. 3 places to stay. Come
nice.
on in. And, people are jumping on that. Tugging on the heartstrings.
Absolutely. So it's very touching. You got to check that out. And then I did post a couple other things, not so touching. One, if it's not up yet, it will be up shortly because I just posted it, and it's one of those instances where somebody's got their face in the phone, and you can place your bets on this one. I love it. Place your bets. Will she fall into the pool or walk into the wall? You can place your bets on that one. If it's not up yet, that will be up momentarily. And then this is pretty cool.
Wall.
So the Simpsons are getting an anime makeover. I guess,
really?
Yeah. So this is going to be the new episode, and they're turning the Simpsons into anime characters. The latest edition of the Treehouse of Horror specials. They're gonna change the format of the series by parodying, I guess, something called Death Note. Excuse me, which is a Japanese anime show.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. So they partnered up with a Korean studio, DR Movie, and they animated the segment. So it's weird watching it in anime, but listening to their voices from The Simpsons.
So they're going to do it like they're translated too? That type of thing where their lips don't match the words?
It looks like it from what the clip that I posted looks like it matches it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So
just a matter of drawing them in an anime.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So
that still would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like they've currently on their 33rd season and just renewed for their 34th.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Thursday. We'll be back in a few minutes in the Penthouse. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Well, Dieter, props to you. Charlie brought in a gift from his dog, and you ate the entire thing. Disgusting.
I have the worst taste in my mouth right now. You don't
I wonder why.
You don't understand. No, when somebody says, "Oh, that tastes like crap," this actually, nobody could ever say that phrase again because you don't know what it tastes like.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Dell Technologies provides growing businesses with tools to do incredible things because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
It's a Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boom!
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Is it getting harder to find new customers? After all, it's one thing to run a business and another to grow it, especially these days. But what if you had access to everyone listening to me right now? Access to all the customers in your area. As the #1 audio company in America, iHeartMedia gives you access to all the customers you need to grow at a fraction of the cost of digital, video, and social advertising, with experts ready to craft your message fast. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek's Gridiron 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
This week, I paid a visit to my favorite place because I know when I leave, I'm going to be all set up to feeling and looking fabulous. Hey, this is Franny, and that place is Begin a New Med Spa. It was that time to get Botox from the best in the biz. Nicole, one of their nurse practitioners, her technique and the results I get from her are flawless. I'm telling you, you are in incredible hands. And it was time for me to re-up on my peptides. These peptides are magic. With healthy eating and working out, I was getting good results, but putting peptides into my regimen made my results great. I feel so much stronger, I have more muscle definition, and my body has noticeably leaned out. If you want to look and feel your best at any age, just like I do, go to beginanewmed.com. Not only can you check out all of their services, like testosterone replacement therapy, IV therapy, ED treatments, and all their weight loss programs, just to name a few, but that's where you can book your consultation today. That's beginanewmed.com, beginanewmed.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Good morning. I-95 and Florida's Turnpike trouble-free through Palm Beach County right now. Not seeing any major delays on US 1. It's a speed limit ride on the Turnpike through Golden Lakes and Boca. Not even seeing any real surface street problems to speak of at the moment. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors. Reese Windows installs most windows faster than other companies in Florida at just 6 to 8 weeks. That's right, just 6 to 8 weeks. Reese Impact windows are affordable, hurricane-resistant, energy-efficient, and come with a lifetime warranty that transfers when you sell. Go to reesewindows.com. That's reesewindows.com.
The podcast, The Bible in a Year with Jack Graham, is a moving and inspiring biblical audio experience that will help you master wisdom from the world's greatest book. In each episode, you'll learn to apply biblical principles to everyday life.
Each cinematic episode is a journey through the Bible's most profound stories that will strengthen
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Greek, it's me, Karen from Jersey. Yeah, I threw that ring in the river as hard as I could. I never wanted to see it again. And when I did, I almost threw up after what you did to me. You slept with my brother? My father was right. You're only good for one thing, and that's picking winners. Is that it?
Hey, Greek, this is Granny. Do you know what my Halloween costume's gonna be, baby? Depends.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse. There's only one thing you can do, is Jimmy's doing.
I only get him.
That's right. He's putting up his hands. You go to our website, go to Real TV. You'll see it's sponsored by Monroe's. You'll get to see Jimmy, Francis, and myself in studio doing this magic every day for you. Puff! Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon.
There are certain things maybe somebody may say to you that may shut you down. Jimmy's got a couple examples we're going to talk about in a conversation.
Well, that was something I actually saw a thread on social media, and the headline of it was, what word or phrase makes you shut down? So as soon as you hear it, you're turned off, you walk away, you don't want to hear anything after that, or it makes your blood boil, or it just gets under your skin. What word or phrase shuts you down as soon as you hear it?
Somebody says, let me be honest with you, because then I guess they're always been lying to me. So that's one that would come to mind, especially somebody who you know pretty well. I got to be honest with you. Yeah, be honest with me. But I'm thinking in the past, then you must have lied to me. That's one that would definitely, with me, would probably shut me down. I would still hear it, but I would be like, come on, man. What about it? Not trying to offend you, but you know that could be.
I'm married.
I'm married.
That would definitely shut him down.
Pretty much shuts down.
Yeah.
Anyways, both sides, not just Greek, and just anybody.
I'm married. That was
I'm
a good
married.
one. Is it serious?
You approach, so
that was
I'm
pretty
married.
good. I'm engaged.
But you know what though? I mean, seriously, I'll take that one for a minute. You ever get that? And I know Greek has because he's mentioned it. I don't know if it's ever happened to you, Freddie. Because I don't think it typically happens to women, but to where you're just like you say hello to somebody and they're like, "I'm married," like right, like
Yeah.
I got a
didn't
boyfriend.
Ask you out.
Yeah.
You know,
And it happens. You're just like, I'm just saying hi.
Yeah, hello, or you're courteous to open the doors. I'm married. What?
I was at a charity event about a month ago. I was playing roulette, and this first woman walked over, and she was talking to me very nice, told me her favorite number, and I was winning because it was fake, obviously. And then this other girl came over, and I said to her, she said, "I love roulette." I said, "What's your married?" I said, "What's your favorite number?" And she goes, "I got a boyfriend."
So that's your favorite number?
Good for you. I hope you lose now.
Yeah.
That's
it
his
makes you
problem.
want to say that, right? It shuts you down.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And that's what this was about.
Anytime a guy
What?
says you're acting crazy, that shuts me down. Or you're acting like a bitch. What, you call me a bitch? No, I said you're acting like one. That shuts me down too. What else?
this sounds like weird, but this is what gets me every time after a football game or a race or something like that. But when a reporter goes up and goes, well, what does that win mean to you? Or, you just won, how does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
I feel terrible, actually. Yeah, I just won a Super Bowl.
the
I feel
worst.
Is that the best that you can come up with?
Yeah.
And they still do it. That's what kills me. These are, seasoned reporters that have been on the sidelines of these games for decades. That's the best question you can come up with.
I think it's just one of those must asks, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ask about the game. The good ones do, right?
Yeah.
The good ones say, "Hey, you had you went forward on fourth down there. What made you think that was the right thing to do?" You'll find one every now and then that will do that.
What
but,
play changed the game?
Yeah.
In your mind?
Yeah.
What pitch?
How
did
does that make you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Duh.
It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
You expect somebody to go, I had 5 G's on this. I love it. In sports betting, I always, people after a game, I knew they were going to win after the game.
Yeah. Oh, you mean bettors or somebody like that? Yeah.
Bettors. I knew it. I knew
that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No, you didn't.
If you did, then you would have put money on it, and you'd be a millionaire.
That's right.
I don't
knew
have too many phrases. I think the thing that really shuts me down is when people, like if they start talking to me and they have food in their mouth, stuff like that.
That'll shut you down,
Yeah, it does. Or people that talk when they yawn. You ever have that?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying. Just wait. Wait till you're done.
Yeah.
And then talk to me.
Wait till you're yawning.
We have somebody on 47142. That's our text line. Start off with Real Radio. What G-Man said, let me be honest with you, and that you don't understand, I guess, shuts that person down anytime they hear that. But yeah, any words or phrases that you got, you can always text 47142. Just start it off with Real Radio.
Thank you guys all the time for listening. It is the Penthouse on Thursday. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com. Yeah, it might be fall, and some people are all about pumpkin spice and dead leaves. But we know all you care about is football season.
That's why Real Radio wants to hook you up with $1,000 in Red Zone revenue.
Go to an away game, buy some new jerseys, or gamble it all away. I like this kind of party! We don't care what you do with it.
We've got 13 shots per day to score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Coming up at 5 past the hour. Listen for the keyword, then enter it at realradio921.com, and you could score $1,000.
Score $1,000 in Red Zone revenue. Good luck from Real Radio.
Brought to you by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. If you're not shopping at Glass Chamber, can you really consider yourself a smoker? With the latest and greatest in the industry and amazing weekly specials, why wouldn't you? Now with 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
It's Ross Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
Dolphin safety Brandon Jones is out for the rest of the year with a torn ACL. Jones was Miami's leading tackler when he was hurt Sunday night. The Heat will need all hands on deck again tonight when they visit Golden State. Miami starters all scored in double figures against Portland in the win last night. And NBA legend Charles Barkley says he'd only be interested in owning the Phoenix Suns if it was in a group with former President Obama. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey, it's Ross Tucker. If you'd like to make games a little more interesting, download and listen to the newest episode of the Even Money Podcast with DraftKings, releasing every Tuesday, available wherever you listen to podcasts, football and betting. The Even Money Podcast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Arenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday. A mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. As the leaves change, leave the hiring to Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis to give you a greater understanding. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Give love, give style. It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale with an extra 30% off everything to get you and your home cozy for the holidays with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off fragrances, skincare, makeup, and more great beauty gifts. Plus, download the free app for more great deals at Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Sure, we have 30 seconds to tell you that drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. But then what? Well, we could try to fill the remaining time with awkward pauses. It's often done for comedic effect. Is it working? I can't tell if this is funny. Maybe this is so bad it's funny. Wow, we really peaked at the save big when you switched to Progressive part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Good morning. I-95 and Florida's Turnpike trouble-free through Palm Beach County right now. Not seeing any major delays on US 1. It's a speed limit ride on the Turnpike through Golden Lakes and Boca. Not even seeing any real surface street problems to speak of at the moment. That's a look at your Palm Beach County traffic. I'm Doug Lindsay.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
It takes several sources of energy to bring you energy. There's natural gas, nuclear.
Talk for the beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1. Thank you so much for listening. After us, it's the News Junkie, and then it's the Greek Zone. Got some handicappers on for some college football picks today, and then Lex and Terry. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hello, good afternoon to you.
We're going to get into a trifecta, and then we got some things about TikToks and restaurants.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Well, the Lakers are off to a bad start. They're 0-3, and Will Smith stopped by their facility to talk to them. So what did the Lakers do last night? They lost again. So I don't know if anybody's going to be calling Will Smith to talk to him, but Will Smith did stop by the Laker facility and talk to them and say, hey, you guys got to stick together when there's a hard time, and you'll get through it. I don't know about the Lakers getting through it. They are just a bad team right now, shooting 22% from three-point line. In today's NBA, if you're doing that bad, that's not good. Tonight, there is a game, Thursday Night Football in the NFL, and it's a big one. It is Tampa Bay and the Ravens. We'll see what happens with Tom Brady. I think a lot of people will be watching this game. It is a better game than it's been the last couple of weeks, and people are going to watch it to see Tom possibly lose again. The Ravens are -1 tonight. Thank you from DraftKings. And the Yankees have a couple of big decisions to make, and it seems like they made one already. They are bringing back their manager, Aaron Boone. That was announced yesterday by Mr. Steinbrenner. And the big one on the table is, are they going to sign Judge? He had a monstrous year. I think he's going to be the MVP of the American League. He'll get a nice bonus for that. That was in his contract, and then it's up to the Yankees to make him a Yankee for the rest of his career. I hope they do. I don't want to see him as a Red Sox or even a Met. I like the Mets too, but I just don't want to see him there. And I don't want to see him in the Dodgers. I want to see him in the Yankees. So hopefully they make the right decision and they bring him back. And that is your trifecta. Peace. So, Franny, you had some restaurant stories about people that are so influenced by TikTok, and I had a buddy of mine who was going on a date with a girl, and he went into this whole story, and I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, so it looks like TikTok is influencing where people decide to go and not go for dinner, and it's quite interesting. TikTok is influencing a lot of things these days, including some stupid stuff people are doing. But yeah, after finding that it's actually TikTok has significantly shifted restaurant culture, there's a company called MGH, and it set out to discover how much it actually has impacted customers' dining behaviors. So they're saying since kind of the mid-pandemic boredom boom, TikTok has continued to grow in popularity. We've seen a lot of stars come out of TikTok during the pandemic.
Yep.
And they said the platform's current user base is 136 million in the U.S. and a billion globally.
Ooh.
Yes. So it is a lot. But they say they have done things from help books out to selling stores out, and from what they say seemingly ordinary products. The app has changed the way that consumers are spending their money. Is that it revealed a study that more than half of millennial TikTokers have visited or ordered from a restaurant after seeing it on TikTok. So that was about 53%. While millennials are especially inspired by social media platforms, 38% of TikTok users are all across all generations, not just, millennials. And approximately 51.8 million diners have visited or ordered food from a restaurant after seeing a TikTok video. So almost 52 million diners have been like, yep, I'm going there. It looks great.
It's amazing.
On people who posted something on TikTok. Yeah, it is. And it's just the world that we live in now.
And you don't even know where these reviews could come from. They could be somebody's relative, friend, who just
Yeah,
goes there.
but they're actually showing the food. They're showing their experience instead of going to like a Yelp or a TripAdvisor or whatever it is, and just reading the reviews there. And I know you can post pictures of it, but instead they're filming their experience.
Yeah, years ago it was Zagat's. It was a restaurant guide that every city had.
That's still out.
Yeah.
It's just nobody consumes it.
Yeah, but I mean that was a big thing when you went to a city. You would look up the ratings. I think it was like a 5-star was like the best or something like that. Every city had a different one. But again, now it's unbelievable the influence that it does have on a lot of people.
Yeah, so it looks
and bad. It could be bad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure you were probably going to get to that, Freddie. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Well, I mean, we saw it with that one place that Mahomes' brother posted about because he couldn't get in because he didn't have a reservation and he tried again with 10 people, so he put it on his TikTok, but people got mad at him for doing that. Because they were like, you're the jerk trying to act like you own the place and you know somebody, you didn't have a reservation. Yeah. But they also say that I guess they've cultivated this new foodie community to get diners connected with restaurants outside of their usual neighborhoods and price ranges. So you go places that you really haven't heard about or would think about going. Sure. So the app is now going to introduce users to a new culinary experience. They're adding something to their dining wish list. So it's going to be something that's going to be specifically geared towards restaurants and places that you should visit. So TikTok's even adding a feature to that.
So foodie is really basically somebody who likes restaurants and nice places, correct?
Likes to eat.
Food, right?
A foodie, yeah.
Food in general.
Because I've heard a lot of people say that to me with different things. Yeah, I had a buddy of mine going on a date with a girl. He mentioned 4 places, and every place he mentioned was locally. South, and she said no, and she said all reasons. She said TikTok. There's some restaurants where I know they have actual people. They had to hire people just to handle the reviews every day, good and bad. And
I would have to imagine in this day and age, when it comes to almost any business like that we see more and more where you have a social media person, somebody who takes care of those things. Yep. So whether it's a restaurant, you can show whatever they have, their menu and everything. It'll have profiles of the chefs there and things like that. I mean, that's just like the way we are now. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that's so widespread.
Yeah, so the driving force, 72% is the food, right? It's the food. They say 45% of people show up to restaurants because they see a unique menu, something different. Also, 42%. They say because of the vibe, it looks like a fun place to go with friends and family. Another reason, it shows a cool way of serving the food or drink. Like that intrigues me when I see a different kind of way of food or drink being. I mean, there's a place I love going to, and they do drinks all kinds of ways. They have a drink that comes in an IV bag, and it gives you like a slow drip.
Oh,
they
cool.
they have
different things. Like that,
it's fun to see that, and then the place looked cool, but it ended up being delicious. So it's nice to find finds like that. But a lot of his atmosphere, they talk about a cool atmosphere, a great view, are all reasons why people do it. Some people do it because it's just what they call Instagrammable. It just looks like a place that you can take cool pictures in.
Some places just because it's a hot spot. So I want to go there. Everybody's going there. It's the place to be seen. So I'm going to go there. And like you said, people put it on social media. If you have any of these things when you pick a restaurant, call us. Let us know. 877-927-6969.
I think there was 3 days ago or something I saw, and I've seen them in the past too, where another restaurant where they have the food is delivered on a train.
Yeah,
goes throughout
that's cool.
the restaurant. I've seen a couple of them now. The sushi is one of them.
Yeah.
I've seen on there, but another one was just like a burger joint.
It's cool.
But again, it's just everything else was pretty much like that. Just a typical beer and burger type place. But I don't know. It's neat. I think
it's cool.
And I go there. And it got its exposure because of social media, because of TikTok.
There was a place like that in Jersey I used to go with my dad. They had the little tracks go around and would stop. It was really cool. Yeah, a little hamburger putting on top, hang out. If you have any of those places or anything, call us. 877-927-6969. I would always look into anything you do, read or see, though, because you just never know.
Well, it's a review like you'd read, read anywhere else. The only difference is obviously got video to go with it typically, right? So speaking of TikTok and videos in a restaurant, did you guys see that restaurant worker that posted that TikTok video of her smashing the customer's glasses?
Oh, wow.
No.
This was on the other day. Yeah, TikToker Jessica Gueva posted a video on social media platform with a simple message. For the girls that walked out and didn't pay your tab, you left your glasses behind, bitches, and then proceeded to stomp on them. Hope that was worth $125, she added to the caption. Her revenge against the tab dodging sparked a litany of different reactions, as you can imagine. The people, we good or bad on it. They estimated the glasses were actually worth about $351. So there's a couple of websites where they can do that. You can approximate.
Yeah.
And I think we all, anybody that has glasses, prescription glasses. I don't know if they were reading glasses or not. You can't really tell. If you look at the video, they could very well have been. But let's just assume that they were regular glasses that, so some people wear. So you figure it's about $350 of property is what was destroyed. So I don't know. Is this good? Is this bad? Is that good for the restaurant? Is that bad publicity for the restaurant? I mean, does she have the right to do something like that?
She doesn't. It doesn't look good, but those people are jerks.
Oh, yeah.
Two wrongs don't make a right, but it probably felt good.
Yeah. They probably obviously didn't even realize they left their glasses behind. Maybe that's something later next day. You go, oh my God, where's my glasses? Yeah. And I can't go back.
I gotta find it. I was just going through a feed on social media, and it was like Jupiter Locals or something. And so I follow a few of these like local ones, and some people were like, "Did this girl have the right to do so?" Let me see if I can find it. So this woman went to a restaurant. I won't say what the restaurant is, and I guess she did not have a good experience there.
Okay.
So she blasted it. It says I found it had the worst experience at so-and-so restaurant last night. The service outside was great. Indoor service, terrible. The manager was the worst. Very sad. So then, of course, you get all these comments on it. And clearly one of the people who responded back works there.
Yeah.
And she said, she responded in the comments, you left out the part where you were completely under the influence of something and then moved from the outside bar inside to the restaurant and caused a scene for the entire restaurant to see. If you want to bash a place of business, make sure you tell the whole story.
It's true.
Calling the lady out. Well, now everybody is just like, all right, well, how do you know she caused a scene? Were you witness to it? Did you work? And it's going back and forth. And then somebody was like, you should have held your comments to yourself. Makes the business look good. This is something management should address. And to find out the girl who commented was a server there.
Yeah.
So people are like, that's something you should have left alone and let a manager handle this.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's everybody's different. I mean, you feel like, I'm going to protect my place because the other thing is that's her livelihood.
Yeah.
And which being in the business, and then it hurts you. And then you're like, people might not want to come into my place, and there's a different story behind this. It's just not bad service. If the woman was, had too much to drink, that people don't act properly.
Yeah, that's why I don't put a lot of stock in some of those things like that. Where you had a bad experience, but there's circumstances around it usually, right?
And you may have a good one.
I mean, here, this was a pretty cut and white thing, right? Cut and white.
Yeah.
Cut and white.
Black and white.
I just had a Greek moment. Pretty black and white situation where these people dined and dashed, and then she took revenge by smashing their glasses. Does she have the right to do that? I'm with Franny. I don't think she does.
No.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she gets in trouble. That's actually destroying somebody's property. That might even be criminal to some extent. But I also understand that she's pretty ticked off.
Yeah.
Well, because she probably had to pay.
She probably had to eat that, the check. And so, like I said, it probably
hate that too.
I know. It probably made her feel good, like I said, but you shouldn't do it.
I mean, you were in
I got in trouble one time because and this was years ago when I worked at the Banana Boat. I was a kid, but I remember running outside. I was a server because they didn't leave me a tip, and I felt like I gave them very good service. They seemed pleased the whole time, happy, and I open it up and there's nothing there. And so it wasn't they didn't scam me. They didn't like walk out on the bill. It wasn't a dine and dash, but nothing. And they spent hours at the table. So I legit ran after them and I said, "Excuse me, was something wrong with your service?" Is what I asked. And the lady got all mean. She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because you didn't leave me a tip." And she was like, "I don't have to." And I was, ugh. And I bit my tongue, but one of the managers saw me do that and I got in trouble. I didn't get fired, but they told me I didn't have the, I should not have ran after them and asked them.
For a tip.
Yeah.
Now,
I didn't ask him for a tip. I just said, was anything wrong with your service?
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, what would you say percentages are in a night that people walk out? on tips?
God, I hope not that much.
I mean, at a bar.
It
seems like
it's
everywhere
low.
you go.
It's low. It depends. Like if you're at somewhere that's just high volume nightclub,
Slam.
I bet it happens all the time. Not just from people being wasted and just walking away and maybe sometimes not realizing it, but also because some people will be like, oh, they won't notice because it's so busy. So that percentage is probably high, like a nightclub. But a restaurant, I mean, maybe 20%, if
Really?
that.
That's a lot.
If that. I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about the restaurant, bar, everything. I mean,
What I was always surprised about, and obviously being around a lot of guys on restaurants and bars and cigar bars, the amount of people who leave their credit cards like the next day. That's a lot. I mean, I've seen 20, 25.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, because you give it to them and then you forget. I'm sure I've done it.
Yeah. I mean, but you got to pay your tab at the end. You know what I mean? When you pay your tab, you would think, hey, give me my credit card back because they usually take a card and, they hold it and stuff like that.
But maybe the server forgets to bring it back. I mean, they just give you the bill, you sign it, you put in the tip, and
when you're
and then
drinking,
you
it's
forget,
different. Yeah.
you forget, or you sign, you pay your bill, but you're going to stay maybe for a cocktail or something afterwards, like after dinner type thing, and then they still have your card, and then you forget about it. You know, I can see it happens. I'm sure. EPOS Now, a company that sells point-of-style systems, states that 5% of American diners admitted to skipping out on a restaurant bill at least once in their lives.
5%.
That seems. I think that seems about right.
Yeah, and I bet you it was when people were younger.
They're just admitting that they had done it at one point.
Yeah, and I think it was probably when people were younger, college, high school, kids maybe just run out. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got Evan on the line. Hey, Evan, what's going on, bud? You ever skip out on a bill?
I'm sorry?
You ever skip out on a bill, a tab?
Maybe with a hooker.
Nice. No wonder they're raising their prices.
Wow.
Thanks, Evan.
Yeah, thanks. You're the cause of inflation.
Yeah, you guys are talking about reporters asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
Well, a couple weeks ago during the halftime at the Clemson game, a reporterette went over to Dabo
Yeah.
and says, listen, after the defense's poor performance, what are you going to say to them at halftime? And he goes, I'm going to say they played great. It was the offense that stunk it up out there. And he goes, weren't you watching the game? Like this, and she kind of froze.
I saw that. But again, what she said, I understand, but he did say the offense played terrible, and she just said it was a bad performance. That was wasn't that last week against Syracuse? I think it was Syracuse when they played.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and they were losing at halftime. Yeah, and again, I don't know if those people are. Let me say this. I don't know if they write their own questions. I would think they are told what to ask at that level. I could be wrong, but I think they would probably be told by somebody in the booth or something, ask them this or ask them that. I don't know. I don't know if they wing it.
I tell you, the best questions was, what the hell was his name? The guy from the Colts that said practice, that guy, playoffs. What was his name?
Mora.
Jim Mora?
Yeah. He
was a Falcons.
He would give great interviews.
He was talking about the coach who said practice. We talking about practice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was with the Saints, I believe, when he talked about.
No, he said playoffs.
Playoffs, yeah.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Talking about playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs?
We're going to go to playoffs? We suck. There's a lot of coaches. I mean, Belichick is still unbelievable. I mean, you want to do anything secretive, go to Belichick. He doesn't say anything. And they ask him the same question 3-4 times, even this week with Monday night. And he says absolutely zip. And I don't care how you describe it. He just says the same thing. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these reporters, they're just like we talk about, sometimes they just ask questions. They're told to ask them. I believe that. I don't think they wing it.
As a Yankee fan, do you ever watch the old clips of Casey Stengel?
I've seen him. Yeah, obviously. He was very abrupt.
When he answers a question, he'll go on for like 10 minutes and just talk about, the birds were in the sky today and the baseball was out here and we went up. Yeah, and they call it singleese. He was just like saying anything just to throw them off. You know?
Yeah, he was definitely a character, and he might have just been doing that on purpose. Yogi Berra, another one, when he was managing. A lot of guys, that's become more prevalent today. Years ago, it wasn't like, now they interviewed a manager in the fifth inning or the coach at halftime. Which I don't think they should do, but they do it. People like that stuff. They want to be involved with the game. They want to have more insight, and they do it more and more. I'm surprised Jerry Jones isn't mic'd up in his box. People would consider it.
Maybe he is down there. Who knows? Maybe it's like something like pay-per-view you got to get, or pay-per-listen to you got to get.
You never know.
Okay, I got an over and under for you.
Go ahead.
How many tablets is Brady going to throw in the game against the Ravens?
None tonight. He's on TV nationwide. I don't think so. I don't think he throws it.
And he's already got fined.
Yeah. I don't think he cares about the money. I just don't think he does it. Because you're seeing a side to Brady and Rodgers now you never saw. But like I've said to everybody, they never lost over the last 15, 17 years, both of these guys. So, and their podcast, I think, does get them in trouble, both of them, if they care. And they may not care. I mean, Rodgers said this week, you know what, guys who are not playing good should be benched. You know, and the Packer fans can respond, well, why don't we bench you? Because you're not playing great. So, yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
That's the truth, though. If you're a player, wouldn't you want the best guys in your team to play, you know?
Of course.
I mean, what's wrong with saying the truth? There's nothing wrong. But the media likes to turn crap around, you know, and make it look like he's right. Hey, you know what? If somebody gets a bad copy in the newsroom and they have to read this off, they would get upset about it. Oh, why didn't you give me the better copy or something like that? Why do I have to read this crap, you know?
Yeah, like I said, you're seeing two guys are going to be in the Hall of Fame just having seasons that they've never had ever, and they're going to respond differently. And plus, Brady, you add to it his personal problems right now, going through his personal problems with his divorce. So it adds to it.
Two things they have in common is missing their receiver and their tight end.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
You know? And that makes a big difference between the two guys, man.
You can't play catch alone.
Have fun.
Thanks, Evan. Always appreciate the call. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We got time for one more?
Yeah, we got Steve on the line. Hey, Steve. How you doing, bud?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, Willie, come over here to the radio. Sing your song. On the road again. I'm so glad I'm on the road again. Listening to that Penthouse radio show. I'm glad to be on the road again. What did Greek just say? He misspeaks his words, but that's okay. He's on that Penthouse radio show with Francis and Jimmy today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wow, that was Willie Nelson. That was huge.
Willie.
That wasn't terrible, actually.
That wasn't bad.
Finally.
That wasn't bad, Willie.
50 years. Get one. It was arable.
We got some Florida stories coming up. What do we got, Francis?
Yeah, we got a guy who got pulled over for a DUI, but now has multiple felony charges after that pull. Yep. Another guy who jumped into a river. And then we have a mayor he's just a naughty boy. All those coming your way in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's Pro Time, because at Lowe's it's Provember. Over 30 days to save big. Full of more inventory, more Lowe's MVP's bonus points, and more of the deals you deserve. Because it always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. Save all Provember long.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace!
Trouble concentrating or recalling information is frustrating, embarrassing, and kills productivity. That's why Healthy Cell created Focus and Recall to boost your brain power. Unlike other supplements, Healthy Cell's Focus and Recall is not a pill. It's a gel you swallow with ultra absorption of science-backed ingredients to help you immediately sharpen focus, concentrate longer, and strengthen recall. Visit healthycell.com and use code RADIO for 20% off your first order risk-free. Love it or your money back guaranteed. Healthycell.com, code RADIO.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis you need. Our reporters are on the ground. Steve Kornacki is at the big board breaking down the races. On election night, Rachel Maddow and our Decision 2022 team will give you a greater understanding as results come in. And the next day, Morning Joe will provide perspective on what it all means for the future of our country. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
You wash your hands, you brush your teeth, but what about the nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, and germs. And it's why cleaning your nose, the body's air filter, is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons. Sinusitis, colds, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Over 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
It's the Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, and this weekend there is a sexy party. It's Halloween weekend, 10/29 to 10/31. Halloween costume contest all weekend long. Cash prizes on the table. Open to 5 a.m. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. Trick or treat, you decide. 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a great time. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach Halloween weekend party, 10/29 to 10/31. Boom!
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Some major delays on 95 in Boynton Beach. 3 left lanes blocked. Accident 95 south at Gateway Boulevard. Turnpike is up to speed. Make sure that you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
fall into a hiring spree with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar.
Music, radio, and podcasts.
Rover's Morning Glory wants you to score some red zone revenue. Win21.com. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Okay, we're rolling.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Always do appreciate you listening to Real Radio. We always try to make your day a little better and put a smile on your face. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello there.
And we got some stories of Florida.
Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, I talked about that Python challenge that ended. It was a 10-day one, and there was somebody who won $10,000. Well, now his name is all over the news, and he was one of the youngest people in the competition in that challenge. His name is Matthew Concepcion, and he's 19 years old, and he won that top prize of $10,000 for capturing 28 Burmese pythons. He's from Palmetto Bay, and they say he handily beat out the competition, bringing almost double the 15 snakes that the second place competitor did. So good for you, Matthew. Yep. And then it's weird. Normally I don't do it bad, but this is good news. We have an Amazon driver that helped save 3 from a car in a canal. Indian River Sheriff's Deputy Dan Whittington was out on an unrelated call when he spotted a partially submerged vehicle that was overturned in a canal in West Vero. Well, it shows from Whittington's body camera, it shows him approaching the vehicle to find an unnamed Amazon delivery driver helping a woman escape the car. Deputies reported that a caretaker and an elderly couple were in the car when it crashed, and all 3 people were rescued and only sustained minor injuries. Thank goodness to this Amazon delivery driver.
Thank God.
Who was an absolute hero. Yep.
Good job.
Yep. And then I'm sure we will get his name soon and some people don't want to be recognized, but this guy's a hero. And then, yes, we got a dude arrested for a DUI. This 29-year-old Tampa Bay man gets pulled over. It's like 4 a.m. And he was traveling, they said, northbound on 484 in Ocala when a black SUV, or the patrol car was, when a black SUV was observed driving slowly going on the I-75 ramp. And they had their hazard lights on. So they said both tires on the driver's side of the SUV were deflated.
Oh, boy.
So as the deputy gets closer, the SUV came to a stop. And the deputy could hear the engine revving as though the driver was trying to accelerate. But he also noted that the SUV's front wheels were worn out significantly. They said there was only a small amount of rim that was still attached.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And he's driving.
So after approaching the vehicle, the deputy made contact with the one person in there. His name is Andreas. He's got a name. Andreas Alfonso Arihela Montilegra.
Oh, wow. That kind of turned me on a little bit. Do that again?
It's too long.
It's trying to turn me on a little.
The MCSU reported that he was slow to react and had slurred speech. He was aware that he was driving on the rims, is what he told him. But he advised that he'd struck a curb earlier, and that's what happened.
Things happen, officer.
He said, I hit a curb a little hard, he claimed. That there was no reason for both tires to be deflated. He also told the deputy that he'd just woken up after sleeping in a parking lot at a nearby gas station.
Yeah, sleeping it off, bud.
Makes sense.
So they asked him to step out of the SUV. They observed he was walking slow. He had difficulty maintaining his balance. And he agreed to perform several field sobriety tests. Well, when deputy provided verbal instructions, the guy was like, I don't know what's going on. He told deputies, I'm going to break your head with a baseball bat if you F this up, is what he told them.
Oh, wow.
He's like, how am I?
That escalated quickly.
What?
That's a good way to make things go better for you.
They said before the field sobriety exercise, he allegedly told the deputy several times that he was going to skin him alive.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, if the deputy messed up the exercises, like it's the deputy's messing up the exercises. So, of course, he proceeded to conduct a total of 4 field sobriety tests during the first, the horizontal gaze exercise. They said he swayed throughout it. The second exercise, a walking heel to toe and turning using an imaginary line. He stepped off his imaginary line multiple times, and he raised his hands more than 6 inches from his side for balance. Third exercise, he successfully touched the tip of his nose. He did that one good with his fingertips. And the final exercise with a 1-leg stand, and that's when he was swaying to keep his balance. He placed his foot down numerous times to keep himself from falling backwards. Well, he probably didn't need to do anything because the guy was wasted, and he's threatening the cop. Like, don't you go ahead and arrest him? Yeah, he kept on saying that he was going to F the cop up. Well, long story short, he refused a urine sample. He spit on the deputy a couple of times. Even when he went to jail, the person who was checking him in like he's going into a hotel.
Checking him in. You have any bags?
Yeah. Can I have the penthouse?
Oh, boy. They say he even allegedly kicked the deputy that placed him into the patrol car.
He wasn't starting off good.
Wow, this guy is nuts. Mm-hmm. He looks pretty nuts in his mugshot. But yes, so he's currently being held in the jail on a $27,000 bond, facing multiple felony charges for battery on a law enforcement officer, 2 counts, resisting an officer with violence, obstructing a law enforcement officer, and threatening a public servant, along with a misdemeanor charge for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
What was his first name? Just the first name. Is it still there?
I think it was Alejandro.
Alejandro.
No, it's Andreas.
Andreas.
Yes.
I think that's the guy that calls up and goes, Francis.
It might be. It might be the same guy.
Andres Alfonso Arguela Manteliagre.
Imagine his American Express card. Wow.
Oh, boy.
That's big. It takes 2 cards.
Man, that was a long story. I wasted so much time on him, but it was good. And then we have another, this is the mayoral candidate. He was actually mayor before in Edgewater area. His name is Michael Ignaziak, and he's running to retake his old post. And I guess this is happening in November, the election. And so he has been accused of removing other candidates' campaign signs. In fact, he was busted. They say specifically there was a seafood restaurant called JC's Riptides where Diesel Depew had a few signs up. And Diesel Depew is a young 18-year-old candidate that's running against him.
Who you got? Diesel.
Diesel Depew.
That's how he opens up his speeches.
Perfect.
We can hear that again, Jimmy. That's pretty good.
So his name was?
Now entering the stage.
Yeah. So the 18-year-old said, this guy's been taking my signs. He's removing them. And he sought to have, I want my signs returned. If not, I'm going to press charges. And then he also told the cops, he was like, I want a statement of apology from Mr. Ignaziak. And maybe then I would consider not taking it so harshly on him. So they said, yes, he did take signs. There's video footage of the car pulling up, and the cops know who he is because this is their mayor. So they're like, definitely him.
He got popped.
Yeah, not only did he take the signs of the 18-year-old, also there was another person who wasn't even running for mayor. They said this person was running for council in District 3, this Ted Notful. He was taking his signs. So he said he did it because this Depew was putting his signs in front of his and this and that.
He's a little upset.
Yes.
But you shouldn't do that.
No, you shouldn't.
Especially as a candidate that you're trying to get elected and show that you're a good person, good morals, and high standards.
Yeah.
And you're stealing stuff.
And I guess he is facing at least 1 count of petty theft at the time of this, so that they wrote this article. So Who knows? And then quickly, yes, somebody, because I mentioned that I was going to talk about it, somebody was being chased by cops, and this happened. They were going at high speed. It looks like deputies in Orange County, they were pursuing, and it was a stolen truck, too. It looks like helicopters, everything was pursuing this guy, and yep, there he is.
Fighter jets.
Fighter jets, where everybody was.
Fighter jets.
Yep. Everybody. Well, this pursuit lasted over 2 counties. They finally put out the stop sticks, and the guy came out of his car and started running. And his name is Oscar Dominique Leones. So he's running and running and running, and then he's like, "Oh, I have nowhere else to go except the St. Johns River." And then he dives into the St. Johns River. Decides he's going to try to hold his breath as long as he can. Maybe nobody will find me.
Maybe a minute.
Well, most of the time it doesn't end up well when we say these stories where people jump in the water, because they did find him. And he did have an outstanding warrant in Lake County for an alleged armed robbery. When the cops did catch up to him, he was like, "Oh, I ran because I didn't want to go to jail." And they're like, "Yeah, we get it." But they also found possession of fentanyl that he had on him, and he had meth in his truck. So there's some other charges that were slapped onto him. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. I got a text from one of my buddies. I'm going to ask the Penthouse and the audience this question about, is this a good thing to do on a first date? We'll be back on the Penthouse. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
This may surprise a lot of us guys, but a new study says that dancing actually improves your masculinity. I don't know.
For 22 years I've known you, I don't think I've ever
seen me dance?
Swear to God, I'm not kidding.
You guys have never slow danced together?
No.
How long were you guys together? 8 years, you said?
Yeah.
The only thing I like less than dancing is doozy.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I sell custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blindster blinds are custom-made for your windows, and I guarantee they'll fit. Don't hire a pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just 1 dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Finding the right Medicare plan was no easy feat until I found Walgreens Find Rx coverage. Compare plans online, over the phone, or in person, and find plans with low-cost copays. When you need to talk Medicare, Walgreens is here. Start shopping today at walgreens.com/Medicare.
Thinking about buying a home? If you need a mortgage, listen up. It's not just about finding the right house or signing a contract. If you can't get through the closing, then it's all for nothing. Mike Rao, the mortgage guy with the mortgage firm, has been so successful helping so many families for years, he's the mortgage professional you can trust. Mike Rao with the mortgage firm, NMLS 189233, Florida license MLD 78. Equal housing lender. Call 888-973-7828 or go to floridatalkrealestate.com. Your one-stop real estate shop.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just 2 of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
On Season 4 of the Piketon Massacre podcast, the investigation into one of Ohio's worst crimes continues. Join the KT Studios team as they examine the forensics and the ties that bind the victims and the accused. What will the trials mean for Pike County?
Let's talk about the crime scenes.
Accused murderer George Wagner faces a judge and jury.
This is legitimately the biggest murder trial in the state of Ohio's history.
Listen to the Piketon Massacre on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Some major delays on 95 in Boynton Beach. 3 left lanes blocked. Accident 95 south at Gateway Boulevard. Turnpike is up to speed. Make sure that you slow down for pedestrians on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Where can you deck the halls and the front yard? Lowe's, actually. Find pre-lit artificial trees starting at just $99. And check back daily for deals during Black Friday month. Start saving now at Lowe's. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have the radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yeah! The Gators suck. They really, really suck. The Gators suck. They really, really suck. Woo! Go Bulldogs!
Come on, Greek. Get your stuff together. It's Syracuse, not Syracuse. Do you put syrup on your pancakes or syrup? Yeah, I know. Whatever.
You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Dude, that's what you're going to bust his chops about? That? Syracuse.
And give me the number of whoever did that Gator thing, because they're my new best friend.
And by the way, he's got a great Ric Flair going there. Did you notice that?
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Can't
tell them apart.
No, that's pretty good. Speaking of the Gators, they are taking on Francis's Georgia Bulldogs, #1 team in the country for the last, I would say maybe over a year, #1 Georgia. And that'll be 3:30 is kickoff and 12:30 is the pregame. We'll do the locker room, and then those guys will come in and break down the game for you. It's going to be a great game. Always is. Mm-hmm. It's exciting. DraftKings got Georgia favored by about 21, 22 points. So it's a big, they expect a blowout, obviously. But I think it's always an exciting game when Georgia plays Florida. We'll see what happens, but I think this year Florida really doesn't have a chance.
Not in the 30s yet, huh?
We'll see. Maybe it might be. It might be.
I never go in it with, obviously I'm confident, but I never want to go in it with like, it's going to be a blowout because you just don't know.
You don't know.
You just don't.
Yeah, if it goes the way it's planned, and a lot of times in football, in all sports, it doesn't go as it's planned, the Gators should have a long afternoon. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello and good afternoon.
And good morning, Francis. Or good afternoon. Whatever.
Oh, my goodness. You get good afternoon him and you good morning me.
That's what you should bust his balls.
Yeah. Oh, my
Syracuse.
God.
Or last week I got called out because I had the pitch wrong. Remember the Yankee game? I said it was supposed to be, I think, 7:35, and it was 7:07. I got
for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then somebody on the text line wanted me to tell you there's no B in Kimmel with Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. That's what you bust him on.
Yeah, there's no B in Kimmel.
Kimball.
Yeah. Well, I love you guys. I mean, it shows you.
He wants you to participate. That's why he messes up.
Yeah, of course.
It shows you people who are not perfect can mean something in society.
Welcome to the festival.
Oh, boy.
All right, so I just got
to check. Why do I want to throw my arms up in the air every time I hear that?
But speaking of, I started to talk like him because you should, of festivals. We haven't talked. We have our big tasting festival. No, our tastings event is coming back. It's November 12th at the Palm Beach Outlets.
Boy, that just snuck up on us.
It did, right? Isn't that crazy? I mean, we're only talking a few weeks away. Yeah. And if you haven't been there, it really is a good time. So you have local restaurants, you got breweries, we got spirits, and I don't mean ghosts, I mean liquors, we got wine.
There's some ghosts there, too.
We got ghosts there. Yeah, it's really cool. This is at the Tanger Outlets, which was formerly the Palm Beach Outlets, so now it's the Tanger Outlets, presented by Dr. G's Urgent Care. This is food, wine, craft beer, and music, all the amazing things. They have restaurants like Bimini Twist, which is excellent. I've been there a few times. They were actually here.
I had dinner there.
That salmon dish was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
G-Man, they got Mana Greek Fusion.
Oh, who doesn't want some Greek fusion?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want some Greek fusion?
Yeah, who doesn't want $1,000?
All right. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't want $1,000? Woo!
Our friends with Knox and Dunn, Florida Rum.
Awesome, they're going to be back.
Yes. Cigar City Brewing, if you like ciders, a cider. So if you want your tickets, purchase them now at pbtastings.com. Tickets start at just $25, but if you want to get an hour earlier with the limited VIP tickets, those are $40, which means an hour earlier of all the tastings, all the good times. And I love this. Portion of the proceeds benefit Big Dog Ranch Rescue. But you can get all the details, purchase your tickets at pbtastings.com because that is only a few weeks away. It's going to be here before you know it.
Are you going again, Franny?
I will be there, yes.
Cool.
I don't know what time yet. I know Andrew, our Kingpin of Promotions, sent out an email to see who could participate in it. And I do have that day available. So I let him know that I will definitely volunteer.
I was looking forward to getting hammered with you again.
Yes.
Last year,
I'm in.
We got schnockered
yes.
last year.
When you say Jimmy and hammered, sign me up.
Yeah.
And G-Man was at in the beginning, actually, the one while I was volunteering, feeding me wines. He was like, you want another one? You want another one? Because he was working the wine tent. They know better than to put me in the wine tent. They put the guy who doesn't drink in the wine tent.
He told me that's where I'm going to be this year. 4 to 6.
Yes.
He goes, Greek, you'll be in the wine tent. I said, okay. I did have a lot of people trying to get in there and sneak in, but the wine was awesome. That is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and I'm going to tell you about a buddy of mine going on a first date and ask the Penthouse and you guys, is this a good first date location? We'll see what you guys think. It is the Penthouse on a great Thursday, having a good time. Woo! Everybody's welcome. Syracuse. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at RealRadio921.com.
Halloween's almost here, and iHeartRadio wants you to celebrate with free Halloween fun at Little Screen. Join iHeartRadio and the city of Lake Worth Beach Friday, October 28th at Bryant Park and enjoy safe trunk-or-treating. Check out the Florida Panthers Kids Zone, contests with spooktacular prizes, and a boo-to-full fireworks display, and more. It's free Halloween fun for the whole family at Little Scream. Friday, October 28th at Bryant Park in Lake Worth Beach. More info at lakeworthbeachfl.gov. And powered by WPTV News Channel 5 and iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Arenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching to the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday. A mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Cleveland Clinic, Florida. What does it mean to be a nurse at Cleveland Clinic, Florida? To them, it means supporting the health of our communities, from South Florida to the Treasure Coast, while getting the support you need for your career with one of Florida's top hospital systems. Further your nursing career at clevelandclinicflorida.jobs.
Rebuilding after a flood can be difficult, but if you have flood insurance, you don't have to go through it alone. The National Flood Insurance Program can help you and your family recover by paying claims swiftly and fairly. If you've experienced flood damage, start rebuilding today by calling your insurance agent or company to file a claim. For more information about how to get your claim started, visit floodsmart.gov/claims. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
The midterms are here. With so much at stake, MSNBC has the in-depth coverage and analysis to give you a greater understanding. Watch coverage of the 2022 midterms, Tuesday, November 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC.
Do you suffer from anxiety, depression, insomnia, or chronic pain of any kind? You could qualify for medical marijuana to help with your symptoms. Go to mmjhealth.com to find out if you qualify. It takes less than a minute. That's mmjhealth.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy's Sports Grill. The next best thing to being there.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, to facts about a Govix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe for max strength daytime relief. Just one dose of Vicks DayQuil Severe starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through your day with Vicks DayQuil Severe, the daytime non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine. Use as directed.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Miami area attorneys. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at cordellcordell.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Stop and go 95 through Boynton Beach. It's an accident taking up a left lane. It's 95 South at Gateway Boulevard. We are backed up from 6th Avenue South. And we're slow due to a wreck in Delray, Congress Avenue, north of Linton Boulevard. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors. Reese Windows installs most windows faster than other companies in Florida at just 6 That's ReeseWindows.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yeah, did the Tutti Frutti pick out which dress he's going to wear for the Halloween party? Or it'd be easy for him. He just goes to his closet and picks out the pink one, the green one, the red one. He's got them all because he's a Tutti Frutti. And don't forget your pearls and your green pumps because you look good in green pumps, right? You Tutti Frutti? Yeah, that's what you is. A dress-wearing Tutti Frutti right fielder, little leaguer, Tutti Frutti.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Always appreciate all the callbacks. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Do you appreciate that one?
Always.
Yeah?
Always.
All right.
Jimmy, good afternoon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Francis.
Hello. Good afternoon.
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Yankees have announced that they're bringing back their manager. It was one of the things that was up in the air for the Yanks after they got swept by the Astros. A lot of fans felt, you know what, get rid of Aaron Boone and maybe bring in Don Mattingly. But no, that's not going to happen. Steinbrenner said he is sticking with Boone and he's coming back for another season. The big question for the Yankees and Yankee fans is, will they sign Mr. Judge for about $400 million? I do believe he's going to win Most Valuable Player. He had a fantastic season, fell a little short of the Triple Crown, but broke the home run record with 62 homers. Hopefully everything works out, and he signs with the Yanks for another 8 years.
All right.
Yeah, I would give him 8 years, 6 to 8. I wouldn't give him 10 or 12, but I would give him at least 6 to 8. But who knows? It depends. He's a free agent. He might want 10 years and a bigger commitment, and that's where the deal might go awry.
Who cares? I mean, really, what's the number? What's the dollar about? You know, I mean, I think that's what matters more, right?
Sure. Yeah, because all the baseball contracts are guaranteed, obviously. We'll see. If they want to work it out like everything else, I think they can. But, they might decide, hey, we're going in a different direction. I hope they don't, because I think he's one of the best players on the team, bar none. Tonight there is some football, and it's going to be a game that's been better than the last couple weeks as far as matchup goes. It's Tom Brady and Tampa Bay Buccaneers who are losing. I think they've lost 3 in a row, and they were taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson. Should be an exciting game, I think. Lamar and the Ravens are 1-point favorites. That comes to us from our friends at DraftKings. And will Brady surprise everybody tonight and have a good game? Most people are betting the Ravens. That is what's coming out of Vegas right now. I say a high percentage are betting them. I also know Tampa Bay's got 5 or 4 starters that are going to be out again tonight. So that's going to be tough. It's going to be against Tom, but we'll see. I don't know if I bet against Tom on a Thursday night, but I'm going to go with Brady I just think he's going to have a big game tonight. I really do. But I know it's not a popular pick. Another popular pick is not the Los Angeles Lakers right now. They've lost 3 in a row, and Will Smith showed up to their facility to talk to them about, things that go wrong in your life. You got to stick together. And what the Lakers do, they went out last night and got beat again by Denver. And everybody wants to blame Westbrook for this, but he didn't play. So you can't blame him for the loss last night. Lakers are one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA at 22%. So they're shooting really bad. In the NBA today, if you're shooting bad three-pointers percentage-wise, you're probably not going to win. And that is your last trifecta of the day.
All right. So in the reality check portion of our show, what did you guys, let me ask you, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, what would you have said you needed to retire comfortably? How much money?
$1 million.
Okay.
I would have thought, like, if I could just now.
Yeah. Well, no. I meant like 10, 15 years ago.
No. But at that moment, right? I would need $1 million to retire at that moment.
Yes. That would have been your answer if I asked you like 10 years ago, $1 million bucks.
$1 million.
I don't know. I'm pretty close to that. Maybe $1.5 million too.
Okay. All right. Well, I wonder if that would be everybody's answer because it looks like that Americans now expect that they're going to need $1.25 million to retire comfortably. And this was a study that was done by Northwestern Mutual. So this is a 20% increase from last year. Last year, respondents cited $1.05 million. So they're saying this is not necessarily good news for individuals who have seen their retirement savings decline in the past years. It's something that I know my mom retired over a year ago now, I believe, close to a year. And she was very gung-ho, very happy about it. And now it's starting to set in and she doesn't know if she's going to be able to make it. And it's really unfortunate. And I know a lot of people probably are scared if they've retired and are thinking maybe of coming out of retirement. So
there's a lot of factors too. Your age, your household, what you actually need.
Yeah. So they're saying, retirement savings have declined the past year, but the average retirement nest egg has fallen 11%. I guess like what they say, the average retirement nest egg, just a little over 86, almost $87,000.
That's what people have.
And they said down from like $99,000 a year ago. And that was a survey that was found. Yeah. They're also saying the expected retirement age has risen to 64. When last year it was around 62 years old.
Wow, that's young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad got out like 74. And that was a while. I mean, it's going back.
But 62 is when you can start collecting, right?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah.
You get penalized, but you can start.
Yeah.
You get about half. And then when you get, they'll write you a letter. You can call the Social Security department. They'll tell you this is what you get X. If you wait until 70, you get a full what you're getting. And obviously it matters what you pay in.
Yeah. So they say the average, right? The baby boomers, 58 to 76 years old. So a lot of them are still working up to that age, but the average is 64 years old who is retiring.
That's young.
It is young. But 74 is also, it's young, but your dad worked a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who retire way before 74 years old.
And then the other thing is, too, once you retire, you got to have, like you said, you got to have the money and you got to stay on that regimen. That's it. You can't go. Now, also, my dad was very sick. And that took a lot of money at the end, but he had great coverage, but there were still things that weren't picked up. So that matters too if you stay in good health or not.
Yeah, and they say when it comes to retirement income, individuals said they expect to draw from a mix of their 401k or retirement account refunds, Social Security, personal savings and investments. Almost half of the respondents say they can imagine a time when Social Security can no longer exist, which we have heard that.
That'd be terrible.
Yep.
Especially after you pay in for it for your own years.
I have a feeling it's going to happen. Yeah, before my retirement, you don't think it's going to happen?
No.
I mean, that's a lot of people have been talking about it.
You think our government's just going to say, we're out of money?
I don't know.
I'm
have
not getting into it from a political standpoint.
No.
They're not going to do it.
I hope not, but I have little faith. I hope not. I hope not. I hope somebody can bring my faith up. But so to me, I think that, just seeing that this number is rising and people are thinking that we need more and more and more. I mean, who knows what the numbers are going to be next year?
Look at the inflation.
Yeah.
We're looking at, I know what they want to tell us what it is, but we know in reality, inflation's 20-30% right now. And it costs a lot more money. Carl and I were just talking about it the other day. Our grocery bill has gone up by over 2/3.
Yeah.
Gas.
In a year, it's gone up over 2/3 our grocery
crazy.
bill.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much it costs for food now.
It is absolutely crazy. Well, if you want to maybe save up on food, I've never heard him doing this, and we have one just right down the road, and I always forget about it. Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel, love it. I love the little store that they have. Am I pointing the wrong way?
Yeah, I think
that
so.
way.
Yeah.
I don't know which way I'm pointing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have their little country store in the front. Sells all kinds of things. Even sell like pet Halloween costumes, all kinds of candies you haven't had.
I never heard of Cracker Barrel in my life, and then we had a GM who used to have meetings there every Friday.
Yeah, their chicken and dumplings are legit.
They're ringing the door.
I know. Never heard of it. Do you guys have Cracker Barrel in Jersey?
I don't remember it.
Or is it just a Southern thing?
I don't know. Jimmy, you remember?
I don't remember one being there. No,
I remember White Castle.
No, it was a
and
southern,
Wise Guys.
Southern thing.
Yeah. All right.
Because you'd see them by the highway by 95.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're doing their pre-orders right now. If you want to do a heat and serve meal for Thanksgiving, instead of doing your own Thanksgiving meal, I'm sad. I was like, this brings up something. Somebody also wanted to know, are you going to be doing the turkey hotline, Greek? And Jimmy, because Jimmy puts together that. Is there going to be a turkey hotline this year?
I don't know.
Are you going to tell people?
We haven't talked about it.
All right, you got to put it together because people are asking on the text line.
Yeah, we'll probably do something. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
So
we got time.
So my sister told you we're not doing her place. She's going to be in Arizona. My other sister is going to Georgia to a friend's house. My mom is going to Puerto Rico, and my in-laws are going to my sister-in-law's friend's house. So it's just my husband and I for the first time. And God knows how long.
That'll be nice.
You want to come over to our place?
That would be very nice. I either talked about that or I said, why don't we just take the pontoon out and do a night cruise and screw it. Yeah. Just bring a turkey leg and a bottle of wine.
That's all you need. Perfect. You don't need much if you got the right person.
Exactly.
Yep.
Frank Sinatra said that. 877-927-69.
I got a joke about smoking Matt's meat that I'm going to
All right.
I'm going to let go.
Yeah.
I should probably let that go.
Jimmy, who do we have in hold?
Yeah, I got to let that go. Speaking of smoking meat, hey, Paul Lind, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Greek,
Yeah.
for Halloween, I'm dressing up as a turkey. So come on over and stuff your little gobbler. Oh,
boy.
I'll keep it on the agenda. See if anything else pops up.
I thought it was going to pluck you.
Oh, boy.
No?
But
We got somebody else?
Yeah, we got Buster on the line. Hey, Buster, what's going on?
Oh, you were talking about retirement. I'm 95, and I still do concrete work every day.
God bless you.
But my wife wants me to retire, but I've been holding out, hopefully, to get more of a big a bonus when somebody said they give you, like, if you haven't retired, you get a balloon payment. But I feel tired today, and it's hot. You think I should retire?
Yeah, right now.
yeah, you should do it.
Especially with these phone calls.
Yeah.
Please retire.
Retire from the phone calls.
I got a buddy of mine going on a first date, and he has a Halloween costume party. He's thinking about taking the girl with him. He didn't ask her yet.
Okay.
Is that a good place to go on a first date? A Halloween costume party? Yay or nay?
Yeah, why not?
Would you be if a guy asked you first time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
Jimmy?
I don't know.
You're not going to get to
Seems
talk
like
much.
How are you not going to get to talk much?
Oh, parties will be tons of people
Yeah,
drinking.
but every time I go to a party, I talk to my husband a lot. I don't know who you are.
But as
but you know your husband.
As a first date, it
First
seems like
date.
a weird place to take
I wouldn't
somebody
say
for a
it would
first
be
date.
the
But I'm not
best.
saying it's terrible. I don't know.
It's fun. You get to kind of get a feel of what his friends are about and like.
And her costume, his costume.
I guess that too.
Do you ask her, like, let's be something together? Is that too much?
A couple thing might be too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a little too much.
Like being Oreo
He already
cookies?
has it bought, and he was like, "Here, you wear this." Yeah. Too much.
That's too much. So that's where we draw the line.
Yes.
The line is drawn. You be you, I'll be me. First date, if the audience has an opinion, 877-927-6969. Maybe Monroe's.
Here's the same question, all right? But just to pick a different holiday. Would you take somebody to a 4th of July picnic as a first date?
Yeah.
Or something like that, right? So, Easter dinner for a first date. I mean, I just
religious
to get-
holidays.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like Easter and Christmas or things that are very family oriented.
Sure.
I think that's a little too much if it's family.
Okay,
but
fair-
if it's
fair
just
enough.
your friends.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a party. I think like a sit down. I think even a sit down dinner might be a lot too. But if it's if friends and it's a casual party where people have cocktails and they're walking around and whatever, I don't think it's that terrible of an idea.
And it's something that you can leave at any time. I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Yes.
not really committed to 3, 4, 5 hours.
Yes.
So maybe, it's not a bad idea. Why not? And then, You can if you got a mask on or costume, you can be creative and show your creative side to things. Yeah, why not? I think that's a good idea.
All right. He was asking me, Greek, what do you think? Should I do this? And because he finds first dates to be very awkward and a little nervous for him. So I said, yeah, maybe it'd be a good place to go, and maybe you could loosen up a little.
Yeah, why
I said,
not?
don't get drunk, though. Don't.
Maybe she doesn't think it's a great idea. So, let him know to kind of be prepped for that she may say no because maybe she doesn't think it's a good first date. But
yeah, well, he's definitely going to ask her, hey, what do you think of this? I have a Halloween party. Would you like to go?
Yeah.
And she might say, do I have to dress up? And some people might get bothered by that. Say, no, just when you come home, we'll hang out and maybe you can undress. 877-927-6969.
Do you think he should? I think he should pay up front, too. I would do that up front because you're a better chance of having a good date, right?
If you pay up
if
front.
You pay up front.
I don't know. I don't want to make everything's about money. Who do we have?
Brian on the line. Hey, Brian. Thanks for bailing us out.
Hello. Hey, Penthouse. Great. You're doing a good job with the Lexington thing.
I know. I if somebody tells me something once, believe me, I do it.
Meh.
Hello. Yeah, sure.
You want to say something that you've told me that I haven't done?
I don't want to say anything. Listen, it's not your time right now.
Don't bet on football.
Don't bet on football?
Yeah, I only bet on things that I'm directly involved in.
Okay.
Like a poker, no. But about this girl with the glasses in the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they left the glasses for a tip.
Well, they didn't pay the tab.
You follow me?
Yeah, but they didn't pay the tab.
Yeah, they didn't pay the whole tab.
And they didn't leave the glasses. They forgot the glasses. They sound a little like their school buddies. They walked out.
If they want to get their glasses back and they try to go there and press charges on the waitress, they're going to get arrested for theft of services. So there's not going to be any repercussions or ramifications from the people that own them glasses. And tomorrow there'll be another story from somewhere else, and it'll all be forgotten.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the two wrongs don't make a right, and I don't think they're going to even go back.
No, and I already forgot about the story, so I'm sure this is not anything that people are going to have on their mind.
What story?
Exactly.
Probably she could have sold the glasses and got them dough back.
That's what we said.
If she just kept them and waited a little while.
Mm-hmm. We both said that. You know what? No. Jimmy said that himself, that maybe sell the glasses.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you said that.
Are we just making crap up now?
I thought you said that. Oh, you were talking about the ring. You were talking about the ring.
The
I'm
ring,
sorry.
and I'm the one who said that.
Yeah. She said that.
It was me, and we're talking about a ring. Different story. Different person, different story.
I know. That guy hurt that girl, and it's it's been 40 years, and she's still fuming at that guy.
It happens, and people get mad like that. She didn't want the ring.
Keep it.
about the phrases, it's just one word that shuts me down.
Go ahead.
The word no.
Yeah, that shuts a lot of people down.
and the phrase "I'm married" doesn't bother you?
No, I'm not married. I'm not the one committing sin.
Okay, that's deep.
Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit there. But it depends. If he tells you before or after.
Well, you would hope before you do anything wrong, and then you find out somebody's married. That's not a good thing. You would hope. But there's not a lot of honest people out there.
You know, Greek. You're the one. You're out there. You're out there doing it and getting it done.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting it done. I'm out there. I'm out there. We just try to have fun every day.
You listen to the show.
How can I possibly get into the pool to go up against you in the football picks tomorrow?
We open up the phone lines at about 1:35, 1:40, and we pick a random caller. And if that happens to be you, then you go against me for 7 games. And then if you win, you get into the possibility of a drawing to go to Las Vegas and win a 70-inch TV. So tomorrow, we're doing in studio. Tomorrow's one of the weeks we're in studio.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Because I'm disabled, I can't get out to your event very often. I usually need somebody to, help me get there,
We're calling tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you listening every day. We're glad we can put a smile on your face.
I've been listening to almost 8 years. I caught the last year and a half of Dr. Rich.
Okay.
And I've been a faithful listener because I sit in my Florida room and listen to your station all day, every day, all night.
Well, we appreciate you.
We do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We do appreciate that.
Yeah.
God bless, bro.
What gets me, it's not the amount of time with the commercials, it's the repetitiveness. They're the same ones over and over. That sales department needs to sell some different commercials.
Oh, no. Well, they pay, we play. Is how it works.
Yeah, the bigger the schedule, the more you'll hear the same ads.
Yeah.
So that's just something that happens.
As long as your checks are cash and you're all set.
Yeah, cash is king. You know that. I'm not about it, but I do what I have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
now
right.
we're just
Well, give us a call tomorrow. Hopefully you can try and beat the Greek. So many lies.
Thanks for the call, buddy.
That hurt. Jimmy, great job. Thanks so much for everything you do, to contests, every day to blog, behind the scenes, on the microphone. Thank you for 150% every day. I know you bring it.
Well, thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Mittens. And thank you for listening.
And Francis, thank you so much for your kind words and working hard throughout the day and always making me feel like a $1 million when I leave.
$1 million, that's what I'm here for.
Thank you. You are unbelievable. You never changed, though. You never changed.
No, why? Don't go changing.
No, you're the best.
That who cares is rubbing off.
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares?
Who cares? No, thank you.
Oh, my God.
Who the hell cares?
I think I'm going to leave it with that.
That's it. All right. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkie, then the Greek Zone with some handicappers from Vegas, and Lex and Terry for our friend out there. Enjoy Lex and Terry every night. They are a great show and a lot of fun. And then tomorrow morning, wake up a Rover and have some scrambled eggs and Greek Screwdriver tomorrow in studio. You guys have a great afternoon. God bless. Peace.
Hi there, I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Michael Ehrenberg. Our Thursday afternoon weather looking pretty good. Sunny to partly cloudy. Temperatures will be reaching the mid-80s for highs. Will be fair to partly cloudy for tonight. Lows by morning, mid-60s inland and about 70 right along the coast. More nice weather for you Friday, a mix of sun and clouds with highs again in the mid-80s. Enjoy.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Some banks can make it complicated to redeem credit card rewards. But with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Football is back. Come on out to the Vero Bowl this Sunday for our next Miller Lite watch party of the season as Miami takes on Detroit.